game time! Carthage Tiger football on KDMO and the Carthage Tiger Sports Network.
We want to thank all our Carthage area businesses and employers who support the Tiger broadcasts. Peachtree Dental, Sirloin Stockade, Jerry Poston of State Farm Insurance, Boomer's Barbecue, Dr. Manzer, the law firm of Webster and Carlton, Pearson Kelly, Nell Mortuary, Lauren DeBeauty and Adam Bridges of Farm Bureau Insurance. We also thank Joe Ryder of Edward Jones Investments, Smith CPAs and Advisors, Beimdick Insurance, Fair Acres YMCA, Community National Bank and Trust, Jadwin Insurance, Ott's Food Products, Carthage Area McDonald's, Carthage Water and Electric. We're glad to have J Builders, G3 Family Entertainment, Tony Williams of State Farm Insurance, Turf Tamers, Wood Ford and Wood Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Carthage Dental Associates, Old Missouri Bank, Hess Brothers Bicycle and Hutter Team of Pro 100, Tony Kennard of Wells Fargo Investments, and we thank Reeves Tire, MSSU, Bob Brown of American Family Insurance, Whistler's Hamburgers and Daylight Donuts, Zyder Tax Services, First American Title Company, and Stephen McKay of Shelter Insurance. Our pregame show is sponsored by Probert Auto Body. Stay tuned for the Music Radio 93.5 halftime show and a look inside the numbers sponsored by Jeff Hodkin of American Family Insurance. After gridiron action, keep it here for the Wilkinson Pharmacy and Midwest Ag Supply Play of the Game. We are grateful for all our sponsors and encourage you to remember them if or when you ever need their services or products.
And now, the voice of Carthage Tiger football, Jim Taylor.
Tonight, it's not win one for the Gipper, it's win one for everybody out there as the Tigers are back for their second home game of the year, still looking for their first win against the Bulldogs from Carl Junction, who come in with a record of 1-2 here at Hafner Stadium. Good evening, everyone. Jim Taylor with you here, and Tigers put a good front up last week after trailing 14-0 after 3 minutes, actually led 21-14 at halftime, but ended up surrendering the game by 6. They had the ball for a last chance opportunity there in the fourth quarter, but a bad snap thwarted that drive. So Tigers probably, even though it's a loss, probably had their best game last week against one of the toughest teams in the state. At that time was ranked number 5 in Class 6. That was the Nixa Eagles. Tonight it's the Bulldogs, who got their first win last week against Neosho. That'll be Carthage's next opponent on the road. And they won that one actually rather handily. The Tigers are coming out to the tunnel. It's homecoming night, and King and Queen are Malachi Hausch and Rachel Martin, so congratulations to them. And we'll talk to Coach Guidey when we come back. Our pregame brought to you by Probert Auto Body. We'll hear from them and have Coach Guidey for you in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Football on Music Radio 93.5.
We're in Probert, and the whole gang at Probert Auto Body wants to thank you for supporting our Carthage Tigers. With over 30 years' experience, Probert Auto Body is a full-service shop doing collision repair, paint, auto glass, spray and bed liners, and more. They're happy to help you with any job, big or small. Just call 825-4285 or come by the shop at 2030 Suburban Street, just off Fairview. Probert Auto Body is open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and Saturdays by appointment. Go Tigers!
Home opener tonight against Branson after a 2014 loss to Republic, and Coach, a few plays here or there could have swung the other direction.
Yeah, in close games like that, you always look back at a few things, and we had opportunities throughout the game to make plays, and we made some, but we didn't make enough. And you can look at the 2 turnovers that we had. I thought were huge. You can look at the field position that we didn't have because of some special team blunders, and then obviously everybody's going to look at the last play or two. But I was really impressed with the fight of our kids, and you wonder how kids are going to respond in the first week with our kids being new and inexperienced, and what would happen if we got down and first half we go up 7-0, and halftime it's all smiles in there. Coaches are like, if we just would have fixed a few things, we could have been up more. But those kids were all smiles, and then the second half comes out and we give up 20 straight points. They could have got down on themselves, they could have shut it down right there, but they didn't. They got back in it and had a chance at the end, and that says a lot about them, hopefully moving forward.
You had that one possession there in the third quarter. You had 12 plays and had I think it was 3rd and 3. It would have been like a 4th and 1, but then the penalty.
Penalties were huge. It's just, even with our bad field position, we'd have bad field position because of the special teams, and then we get a penalty on top of that. It's very hard to overcome some of those things that night.
The defense did set you up there for that last chance. In fact, that last possession was probably your best starting point, with the exception of the punt return in their first half.
Yeah, they bowed up there at the end in the fourth quarter. I think there was 5 or 6 minutes left when the defense got a stop and gave the offense a chance to move the football down. And we made a nice play, made a nice throwing catch to get us down there close. And Brady stayed in the pocket and found Langston again on the same play we hit earlier, but we just couldn't quite pull it off.
And tonight, take on Branson, a team that stayed with Joplin, I believe, the first half, at least the way the score indicated, but then Joplin pulled away.
Yeah, I thought they played really well. They're in the second year of the new coach and the new system, and you can tell their kids are a little bit bigger and faster and stronger, and they had a nice move in with the DePay kid. He's their best player. He starts both ways for them. But, they had some chances versus Joplin. They fumbled the ball twice inside the 5-yard line. That didn't lead to points. One of them was in the end zone, so it was a touchback, but they could have easily led Joplin 21-14 at half. They're much improved, and they play hard, and they're well coached, and I'm sure they'll be ready to play us on Friday.
And it's time to go inside the numbers. They're brought to you by Jeff Hotkin, American Family Insurance. On the offensive side, Brady Carlton is 40 of 64, 542 yards. He's averaged 16.3 yards of completion. He's 4 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. Carson Murray leads in yards with 198. Receptions is Langston Morgan at 10. His total yards is 171, so 22 yards an average for Carson Murray and 17 for Morgan. Rushing totals could be a little higher. Landon Collins has 240 on 54 carries, and Brady Carlton 171 yards on 57 carries. The defensive side, Cooper Lillienkamp leads in solos at 14, and he leads total tackles at 22. He is tied for second is Ryan Phillips and Joey Cesord. They both have 15 total tackles. Take a look at the special teams. Murray has averaged 35, almost 36 yards a kick. Brady Carlton on his quick kicks have averaged about 45. And Fuentes on the extra points, he's missed one. He's 6 of 7 on the year. That's a look at our inside the numbers. We were going to give you starters, but discipline problems has cost Carl Junction, and they said at least 2 series of downs or 2 series of plays during the first quarter, so we'll forego the starting lineups for tonight, and we'll hear from Jeff Hotkin and come back here in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Football on Music Radio 93.5.
Hey Tiger fans, this is Jeff Hotkin at American Family Insurance, 800 South Garrison Avenue here in Carthage. Stop by my office or call 359-3399 to see how we can help you with your insurance needs. Wishing all students and faculty a safe and healthy year. Go Tigers!
Community National Bank and Trust is a proud...
Teams are meeting at the 50-yard line, and Carthage in their home blue with white contrasting numbers, and Carl Junction, nice of them to do that for a change. They have had the habit of previous years have the basic colors on the jerseys, and then the numbers are just a shade lighter and very difficult to pick up. But tonight they are road white and red numerals, so they'll get that taken care of so I can miss them and know what I'm missing, I guess. But Tigers will go on the road next week, and the week after that they'll go to Neosho next Friday, and then Ozark, then come back for Webb City, go to Joplin, and then finish up against Willard. We're about ready to get the toss of the coin underway. There's Ryan Phillips discussing things with Dexter Merrill of Carl Junction, and the coin is in the air. And it looks like Carl may have won the toss. They have, and they have deferred. So Carthage will get the ball to start it. And we're about a minute 45 away. Our kickoff brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust. Hear from them, give you the first quarter when we come back. This is Tiger Football on Music Radio 93.5.
Community National Bank and Trust is a proud sponsor of this Carthage Tiger Football opening kickoff. Loyalty, hard work, and dedication are key elements of any successful team. And Community National Bank and Trust appreciates everyone's efforts in making the Carthage Tigers a success this year. As a valued member of the Carthage community, Community National Bank and Trust is there to be a reliable teammate for you and your family. The local bank that is small enough to know you, yet big enough to serve you. Community National Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
The game last week, Nixa lost the toss, and they received, and they put touchdowns in at 11:48 and 9:01 to lead 14-0. But Carthage came back, got the next three scores, and with 41 seconds left in the half, led 21-14, and had the ball to start the second half. They went 3 and out on their first possession, and then one possession and a fumble, and Nixa caught and passed them on those sequences. But Carthage came right back, tied it at 28 late, and then Nixa got a great kickoff return, set them up in Carthage territory, and eventually that was the winning score a few plays later. Be Morgan and Hedinger to receive. Carthage will go from left to right. Getting ready to kick it off for Carl Junction is Quinn Vogel. Referee double checks the clocks and not quite ready to go. We're down to 1 point, and there we go. 1 point something, and now we're at zeros. So Vogel awaits the drop of the hand, and so do the rest of us for that matter. Now we're ready to go. Vogel on a two-step approach, pooches it to the far side, caught at the 29, and a fair catch there. So it'll be Carthage to take over at the 28 officially. So that Brady Carlton at quarterback, and in the backfield will be Collins, Morgan and Hedinger, Gallegos, Murray, they're the receivers. Gallegos and Murray, the tight ends. A lot of two-way players for Carl Junction, as we mentioned there just moments ago. They've had a discipline problem, so some of the starters are not in there right now. Carlton awaits the snap. He'll keep it himself, and he'll run through the middle, go to the 30, up to the 34-yard line. So he'll get 6 on the play. On the stop for Carl Junction was Ryder Piles. He is one of the starters, so apparently not all the guys are going to have to set out. So second down, ball at the 34, and they need the 38. Morgan comes out. They're on the far hash mark, and Morgan comes to the right side. Carlton gets the snap, and he'll roll. He'll try to keep. Cuts up the crease, and he's gone maybe to the 50, to the 40, down the near sideline. Finally pulled down from behind. Inside the 30, they'll put him at the 29. Saving the touchdown was Tony Stewart, and give him credit for chasing him down. Carthage set up now in Carl Junction territory at the 29. So 2 big plays, and Carlton will go back to the pistol. Give it off to Collins. He'll go left, try to turn it outside. Goes to the 25, turns the corner 20. First down there, and he moves to the 15. He's dragged out of bounds on the far sideline, inside to about the 12-yard line. Thought initially went out at the 13, but the official gives him another yard, so it's a first down from the Carl Junction 12 for the Tigers. It's about a minute and a half gone. Checking in for Carthage is Braden Odell. He'll line up over to the left side. 1st and 10 from the 12. Carlton keeps it, goes straight ahead, now to his right, inside the 10, still taking people with him, and he moves to the 6. So he'll get 7 on that one, as play number 4 gets him down to a second down and 3 yards to go. All on the ground so far. As Morgan runs in for a play. And he'll line up on the wide right. Collins next to Carlton in the backfield. Carlton will try to go behind Collins. He does, and he walks it in. Touchdown. 9:58. Drive number 1. I believe this is the first time they scored on an opening possession this year. Carlton goes from 6. So it'll be Fuentes to try the extra point. There's the placement. The kick is on the way. Low and good. Got over the crossbar. That's all that matters. So, a 9:58 to go in the first quarter. It's 7-0 Carthage. Back here in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Football Music Radio 93.5.
Fair Acres Family-Wide cheers on the Carthage Tigers. The coaches, players, and their families all deserve a hearty congratulations and a sincere thank you for their sacrifice and hard work. As Fair Acres Family-Wide works to build strong kids, strong families, and strong communities, they know that good sportsmanship goes a long way in developing one's character. Fair Acres Family-Wide is proud to be part of Carthage and a proud sponsor of Carthage Tiger broadcasts. Go Tigers!
72 yards, 5 plays. Tigers on the board first. Be Ryder Piles back deep, along with Lopez Derman, Marcus Lopez Derman. But so far this year, haven't been that many deep kickoffs for Carthage. There were 4 fair catches last week, and then one of them, they thought they were going to get the fair catch, and the same guy that caught the previous 4 decided to take off and run, and it paid off for Nixa because they were set up around the 40 of Carthage. That turned into be the winning drive. So here's Fuentes with the approach. He'll go high and short, far side, and it's caught, and it's going to try to be returned at the 30 to the 35-yard line. Max Arnold didn't fair catch it, and he will get about 3 or 4 more yards. So Carthage Carl Junction, not a bad place to start, as they will have it at their own 33. Their starter is slated to be Dexter Merrill with Johnny Starks and Tony Stewart in the backfield. We have seen Stewart play already, so. Man goes in motion to the right, and a low snap. Hand off, and not much there. The quarterback is Mason Gilbert. He's a sophomore. Carry goes for about a yard, maybe 2, and they'll put it down just inside the 35. $7-0 Carthage. They just scored here at 9:58. So Gilbert awaits the snap. Stewart goes in motion, and they'll give it off to him. He'll go to the right side. He's down the sideline. 40, first down, 45, and to the 46-yard line, still in Carl Junction territory, but it is a first down. So pretty much if you're the reserve starting this game is like any of the starters that are left, just hand it off to him, and that's what happened there with Stewart on the end around. So a new set for Carl Junction. 46-yard line. And 2 receivers, and they go on the ground, and met immediately was Marcus Lopez Derman. It's Trevor Meadows, one-on-one, and dropped him. Be less than a yard on the gain, second down. Put 2 receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. And Gilbert's going to roll. He wants to throw. Going to throw. He's got a man open out there, and it's underthrown. I don't know who exactly he was going for. It was overthrown or underthrown, however you want to look at it. 2 receivers in the area. Looked like he was trying to go for Ryder piles, but went incomplete. So it'll be third down. They misplaced the ball. Now they got to move it up. So it's third down and 9. 7-0 Carthage. Just past the 3-minute mark in terms of time elapsed. 8:45 officially. Runner goes in motion, now comes back. And the quarterback going to keep. They're going to flip it out to Lopez Durman, and he's not going to get much. Well, he does break a tackle as soon as I say that, but he only makes the 49 as Ryan Phillips will wrap him up. So near midfield, Carl Junction will be forced to kick. So Morgan will go back inside his 20. Interesting formation here. Gilbert and Max Goddard are both back there in what appears to be punt formation. And they will kick it. Low kick. And stay away from it, blocking back. Rolls inside the 20. It's going to get a nice roll to the 11-yard line. So I've never seen that formation before on a punt, but turned into a line drive kick that took a nice bounce for Carl Junction, and Carthage backed up. Starting position has not been the best this year for the Tigers. They got that last drive started at the 28 on the opening kickoff and ended up taking it in 5 plays later. We have a water break, it looks like. Yes, that's the case. 7:58 left to go here in the first quarter. It's Carthage 7 and Carl Junction nothing. Carthage will have the ball when we come back. We'll go 1 minute. This is Tiger Football Music Radio 93.5.
Tax Service loves cheering on our Carthage Tigers. Mike and all the staff know our student athletes have worked hard this year, and they give a big hand to everyone who has helped and encouraged the Tigers to have a successful season. Zyder Tax Services, serving Carthage and the surrounding area with tax planning and preparation for individuals and businesses, is proud to be one of the locally owned businesses that support your Carthage Tigers broadcasts. Join Mike Zyder, CPA, and the rest of Zyder Tax Services as they cheer on our Tigers. Go Tigers!
Woodford is proud to bring Carthage High School sports this school year. Competition builds good character in our students, and a sense of teamwork and good sportsmanship only serve to make our student athletes better citizens. The employees and management at Woodford say, go blue, go Tigers, and remember, Woodford delivers competitive deals every day. There's no need to leave Carthage to find a good deal on a new or pre-owned vehicle. Woodford, part of Wood Motor Company, a solid name you can trust.
Then Collins comes up and busts across the 15 to the 17. But we have a penalty, and it's going to be on Carthage. So no doubt it'll be a half the distance. I didn't see the signal, but it's kind of a half-hearted attempt on everybody as we come back from the break. So I started looking at the play. It is holding, so it's half the distance. That'll move it to the 6. So no play. We'll try again. 7-0 Carthage as we were at 7:50 to go here in the first quarter. And receivers left and right. Hedinger goes in motion. They'll give it off the other way. And it goes Hedinger down the right sideline. He may break it all the way. Forget about the penalty. There's the 50. There's the 40. How about the 30, the 20, and finally dragged down on the far sideline at the 17-yard line. Well, I thought it went to Hedinger. Then I saw Collins cut up the middle like he took the ball. And the next thing I know, Hedinger was down the sidelines, and he nearly broke it. So that puts the ball to the 17-yard line. Got to get the chains set up. And they get the snap away before they set the chains. Here is Landon Collins. He'll move to the 14. Bottom of the stack for Carl Junction. That was Bryce Battaglia and Oni Mondestin. Picked up almost 3, second down and 7. 5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. 7-0 Carthage, trying to get another one on the board. And receivers are out left and right. Morgan up top. Ralston on the near side. Running play is stacked up. It's going to get to the 12 and no more. It was Carlton on the carry, and Battaglia was right there to meet him. So third down, they need the 7 to be sure. The stick is between the 7 and the 8. Morgan comes back in. 6-yard run by Carlton. This drive started at the 11. The penalty took it back to the 6. Hedinger nearly took it in, but now they're faced with a third. Hopefully they don't have to try it on fourth down. Here's Carlton looking, finding a little bit of a hole. He moves to the 10. A little pushing and shoving on the Carl Junction part. It'll be fourth down, and they need the 8. Or as I said, the 7. The ball is at the 10 right now. So a good 2 yards here on fourth down. And you don't want to let a run like that go to waste. .5:30 left to go in the first quarter. Carthage trying to add to a 7-0 lead. They'll have to get a new set here. Don't have to get it all in one. Here's Carlton delaying, looking for the hole, and he's going to get it. He comes to the 6, maybe the 5. The linesman says it is the 5. It is a first and goal. Nice job by Carlton. He went straight into the line, then kind of did a sidestep to his left. So first and goal, new set, 4 plays, 5 yards. Unless you're a late 80s edition of the Colorado Buffaloes, you get 5 plays. 4 plays and 5 yards to get. There you go. Here goes Collins, and he bounces off a tackler, and he propels him across to the 2, and he makes it across. He did a bounce off of the first tackler that looked like they got him for about a yard gain, and then he rolled off of him. And then another tackler gave him a shot, but Collins leaps over the end line, and it's a touchdown. .448 left to go. 5 minutes, 10 seconds apart. And the extra point is no good, so it stays 13-0. And 4:48 left to go in the opening quarter. Back here in 30 seconds, this is Tiger Football Music Radio 93.5.
Injury that you think might be significant, go ahead and just report it on the first day. Ask to fill out an incident report. That way you're covered. And I think most employers even want you to report an injury that day or, right away if it is at all significant. If you have an issue, don't be afraid to report it.
Let Morrison, Webster, and Carlton advocate for your recovery. Call 781-5690. The choice of an attorney is an important decision and should not be based solely on advertisements.
Yards in 6 plays. The big run by Hedinger on the end around. Had to convert a fourth down and about 2. Then on the next play, Collins took it in. Take a look at it, and it's the 3rd touchdown of the year for Collins. Carlton got his 3rd on the first drive, but they missed the extra point, and it's 13-0. And Carthage breaks the huddle, and Fuentes will get ready to kick. High kick toward the far hash, and it's taken. And fair catch called for. And the Tigers will go on defense at the 26. Carl Junction got a first down, but then ended up punting 3 plays later. Send a receiver out to the right. And it looks like Merrill is in at quarterback. He's the starting quarterback, so he will begin this series, and he'll keep it. Now pitch it out to the far side, trying to reverse the field and not succeeding. Only a yard gain was Kyler Stewart as the Tigers turned it back inside, and 2 or 3 more blue shirts were there to help. Leading the stop was Jonah Eby. So he got a yard out of all that. 2nd down and 9. Ball in the middle of the field, and receivers are left and right. Flip-flop left to right. Merrill will keep it. Now he'll pitch it out. Fumbles the football. Goes back to Merrill, and he's going to cover it up back at the 20. Tried to pitch it to Stewart, but he threw it behind him. Fortunately for them, there was nobody on the blue to pick it up, but they do lose yardage back to the 20. So that'll make it 3rd down and 16. Carthage, 2 series and 2 touchdowns. Carl trying to pick up a first down here. They need the 36, so a long way to go as they got back to the 20 on that fumble. Merrill wants to throw, looking left, being chased, and he's dropped back at the 18-yard line. Leading the charge, Landon Bland. He got him first, and then coming up through there also was Marsoff. So Carl will be faced with a punting situation again. Good exchange. Carthage should have this in good field position. And the kick is a line drive. And it's going to be landing at the 40 and rolling again. This will make midfield and go into Carthage territory at the 48-yard line. There was a collision between the kicker and one of the Carthage players, but since he made a run to his left, he's free game out there, so no roughing called. So Carthage again set up in decent shape. They started at their own 28, got a touchdown, backed up at the 11, and a penalty marked them back even further. So this is their best starting point at their own 48. 2:35 left to go here in the first quarter. Carthage comes out of the huddle. Receiver out to the right side, that's Witt. He goes in motion. Fake it to him, give to Collins. He'll go up the middle, 50, 45 to the 44. Preventing the first down was Brady Sponsel for Carl Junction. But it'll be 7+ on the carry, and they're going to officially put it down at 2nd and 3. Carlton scored at 9:48 at 4:58. It was Collins from 5 yards out. Second down and 3 at the Carl Junction 45. Carlton awaits the snap, and he'll keep it, and he'll get the first down, and that's about all he got. The ball, he broke a tackle, moves across the 40. I had him down at about the 42 where the yard marker was, but he escaped and gets additional yardage to the 39. He slithered away out there, a pack of people, and all of a sudden he's moving forward still. Or still moving forward. 1st and 10 at the 39. Only if my English would do that. Carlton fakes in the line. Wants to throw, pumps, throws. Man open. It is to the 20 and a fumble on the play. And it's going to be covered, I think, by Carthage. Catch was made by Murray. He fumbled the ball. And the Tigers followed the play, and it was recovered, so the play will count. As Braxton Ralston came through there, and he was outnumbered. It looked like Carl was going to pick it up, but then Ralston grabbed onto it at the 14. So Carthage in the red zone once again. They're at the 14, leading 13-0 here in the first quarter. Murray in a slot, receiver out to the left. And they'll give it off to Collins. Breaks a tackle 5, and he spins toward the end zone. He got it, I think. I haven't seen the signal yet. And it is a touchdown. I blew the cannon, so I kind of figured it must be a touchdown, but I saw no signal. So Collins gets his second touchdown. 55 seconds left to go in the quarter. Here's the kick by Fuentes. It's blocked, and it'll stay 19-0. So kicking game not the best tonight. 3-score lead, however, at 55 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Carthage 19 and Carl Junction nothing. Back here in 30 seconds. Tiger football on Music Radio 93.5.
Odds Food Products is proud of our student athletes and supports this broadcast of the Carthage Tigers. It takes everyone working together to make a great team, and that applies to Odds Food Products as well. You've known Odds' stellar reputation for over 70 years and appreciate the consistent quality of their salad dressings and barbecue sauces. Check out their products at your local grocery store. It's all good at Odds. Odds is glad to be a part of the Carthage community. Go Tigers, go Big Blue.
Is your office ready to be a workplace of
2 yards and 5 plays. However, 2 missed extra points, and it's 19-0. So the Bulldogs will have their third possession. Carthage has had 3 possessions and 3 touchdowns. Here's the kick, another high end over end toward the sideline, and fair caught at the 30. Now those are so near the sideline, there's half a chance you might give it a shot and see if that bounces and goes out of bounds. Gain some more yards. Or you can even actually stand out of bounds and catch it, and that would be a penalty. It's kind of a strange rule, but that's the way it works. Two receivers out to the left, one to the right on a first down for Carl Junction from their own 30. It'll be the quarterback to keep, and not much there as Landon Bland grabs a hold of him and keeps him to a yard. So Merrill did a couple of faking, and I started to go with the end around, and I saw him with the football cut right, and so did Landon Bland. I have to do one more play here in the first quarter. 2nd down and 9. Receiver comes out to the left. That is Jackson Wobkin. Handoff straight ahead. Big opening across the 30 and to the 37-yard line. That was Johnny Starks. So Carl Junction will have a 3rd and makeable when the quarter becomes quarter number 2 here in 1 minute. After 1, Carthage 19, Carl Junction nothing. And back in 1 minute, Tiger Football, Music Radio 93.5.
Is your office ready to be a workplace of the future? Does that mean whizzing around on hoverboards and robots answering phones? Maybe, but we'd suggest trying more useful technology first. Pearson Kelly can set you up with tech that lets your whole team work from anywhere, collaborate on devices, and always have the information they need to do their job. Keeping up with technology can be stressful. We're here to simplify it for you. Whether your office has an internal IT team or not, we have options to fit your needs. Find us at pearsonkelly.com and let us make technology simple for you.
J Builders is rooting on all our Carthage Tiger student athletes. J Builders LLC has over 25 years of experience and quality work. They provide a variety of construction services, including new home design and construction, home additions, and many more general contracting services. J Builders takes pride in their work and strives for excellence and timely completion of work on every job. For estimates and questions, please call J Builders at 793-1432 today. Tiger alum Justin Holsworth and everyone on the J Builders team says, Go Tigers!
Stadium in Carthage, and Carthage up 19-0. Carl Junction has a 3rd and 3 now, going left to right. They want to throw, and it's crossing pattern complete to the 50, 45. First down in Carthage territory, trying to go down is Jackson Wobkin, and he's finally brought down at the 42-yard line. So the first time Carl Junction makes it into enemy territory. The big game in the area tonight, first quarter score, and Joplin and Webb City have exchanged touchdowns at 7-7. Now it looks like Webb City has just scored, and they missed their extra point, so now it's 13-7. So 1st and 10 for Carl Junction. I don't know what the delay is. Carl needs to get some players in. They're already down to 14 seconds on the play clock. They're going to have to hurry. I guess they're going to waste a timeout. First down at the 42-yard line. Receiver goes out to the left. And the quarterback will keep, and nothing much there. Meeting him head-on was Cooper Lillienkamp, the leading tackler. And he's to the 41-yard line, so Dexter Merrill got maybe a yard. They give him that, maybe about a quarter of an inch more, so it's 2nd down and 9. Carleton scored first, and then Collins has scored the last two for Carthage. 2nd down and 9. As Merrill will try to keep it now. He'll pitch it late. And breaking a tackle is Stewart. Turns the corner, still going across the 35. He broke a tackle right about the line of scrimmage, and he'll get close to a first down. He'll be a yard short. They'll put him at the 33, so bad luck there for Carthage because they had him stopped. So 3rd down, most likely 2 plays here if they don't get it here on 3rd. Receiver comes out wide right. Here's the handoff, and looks to be the first down. And it is. Run made by Johnny Starks. So it's a first down pickup. And they put him at the 31. So Carl Junction with their best drive. Play number 8 coming up. They came in at 1-2, beat Neosho last week. Carthage still looking for their first win. Receiver out to the left. It'll be the quarterback to keep it, and he breaks free to the 20. He'll make it into the end zone. 10, that's a touchdown. So a 31-yard run by CJ's quarterback, which is Dexter Merrill, and they're on the board. Comes at 10:02 here in the second quarter. And the extra point is solid. 10:02 to go here in the first half. It's Carthage 19 and Carl Junction 7. Back here in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Football Music Radio 93.5.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agent Jerry Poston at 1601 South Garrison in Carthage can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, Agent Jerry Poston can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. When your life and goals change, Agent Jerry Poston will be there to help you adjust your insurance game plan with a free family insurance checkup. So, for all of your insurance needs, call on a winner. State Farm Agent Jerry Poston at 1601 South Garrison or call 417-358-5052.
70 yards on 7 plays. A big third down conversion on a crossing pattern into Carthage territory set this one up. Carl Junction converted on a 3rd and short. Then the next play was the touchdown by the quarterback Merrill. So it'll be Vogel to kick off. He has a high short kick. Taken near side. And to the 30. And to the 33-yard line. Carthage looking for a face mask call, and the official didn't see it, just flat out didn't see it. It was Landon Bland on the short return to the 34-yard line. Carthage on their fourth possession. They lost the toss. They took the opening drive. Took it 72 yards. Capped off by a Carleton 6-yard run. Collins has scored from 5 and 12. They've missed 2 extra points. Witt and Morgan line up on the right side. First down. Now Witt comes in motion. They'll fake it to him, give to Carleton, and he breaks up the near side 40. Jukes past a man to the 45, has a first down at the 47. One step away from really breaking that one. So a nice play to start things as we started on the 34-yard line. Now 12 yards later, he's at the 47. First down, man comes in motion. They give it off to Collins. He'll go through the middle, get to midfield, and get in maybe Carl Junction territory. The officials are not going to give it to him. Looks like he actually did, but they're going to mark him at midfield. So he'll pick up 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Homecoming here tonight, Malachi Hausch and Rachel Martin were king and queen. Receiver goes out to the right side. Also a slot. Now that man comes in motion. That's Ralston. It'll be Carleton to keep it. He's in trouble. He breaks a tackle, turns back to the left. He does make it back to the line of scrimmage. That would have been a loss back to about the 42, but he does make midfield, so it's 3rd down coming up. I think some of the front line guys for Carl are in there right now. 3rd down, they need the 43 for a first down. Carthage up 19-7. So they got the first 19 on the board. Hedinger goes out to the right. We got Ralston on the near. Here goes Collins, and he only makes midfield, and it'll be 4th down. Leading the charge was Johnny Starks, a lot of two-way players for Carl Junction, and he makes that stop. It'll be 4th down. So a good run to start things, but 3 plays later, it's stalled out here at midfield. 7:35 left to go here in the second quarter. And as usual, Carthage shows that they're going to go for it, but likely this will be a quick kick. And it is. Low kick. It's going to land at the 20, not get a nice roll. Going to lose momentum around the 7, and that's where they will down it. So Carl Junction starts at their own 7 on this possession. And we have a break of the action, so we'll take our water break here at 7:09 to go in the half. Carthage 19, Carl Junction 7. Back here in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Football Music Radio 93.5.
The owners, staff, and management at Sirloin Stockade wish the Carthage Tigers a successful year, not only in athletics but also in the classroom. Sirloin Stockade knows that hard work and diligent effort are keys to achieving goals, and they look forward to those young students embracing the challenges of tomorrow. Sirloin Stockade is proud to be part of the Carthage Tiger broadcast, and they remind you to stop by before the game or during the weekend for a delicious meal that's just as good as home cooked. Sirloin Stockade, 1027 West Central in Carthage.
Where will you be in 4 years?
Carl Junction will begin from the 7-yard line. This is their 4th possession. They've started at the 33, the 26, and the 30. They scored on their last possession. That was 70 yards in 7 plays. Carthage so far started at their 28, their 11, their 48, and their 34. They scored on the first 3 possessions. This one got a first down, nearly a touchdown, but then the next 3 plays netted about 3 yards total. So now if you're the defense, you want to keep this down here in this end and get a good exchange on the punt, or maybe even get a turnover. Carthage has been lacking in that this year. They're -7. There goes the throw out over to the right side. It's caught by Stewart at the 30 to the 40, and he's going to make it all the way to the end zone. This is going to be a touchdown all the way from the 7-yard line for Tony Stewart. So now Carl's back within a score. 6:56 left to go here in the first half. $93 yards on the pass. And Carl Junction is ready for the extra point. So now we have a game. Here's the kick. And it is good. So 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns, and right now it's 19-14 in favor of Carthage. 93 yards on 1 big play. And once Stewart caught it, he just got faster as he went down the sideline, and there was no way the Carthage defender was going to catch up to him. So now the Carthage offense is going to have to re-gear after stalling out their last possession. Carl Junction back within 5, and you might have Carl try an onside kick here with Carthage possibly being on their heels after that one. So Quinn Vogel will kick again. And he awaits the drop. And it's underway. A high kick to the far sideline. And they are going to let it go out of bounds. So that'll be a procedure call. Carthage should have a decent starting point. So it'll be first down from the 35. To be on the far hash. And Langston Morgan checks in. Carthage got the first 3 touchdowns. And now Carl Junction has come back with 2. And more importantly, at the time you was thinking, well, if they keep piling on the score, the extra points won't matter. But right now, it's gotten Carl Junction that much closer. First down from the 35. Man goes in motion. They go on the sweep to Hedinger. Has a crease, goes to the 40, down the sideline, needs a block, 45-40, and he's down to the 33 of Carl Junction. Nice block. I believe it was Morgan that sprung him for those additional yards, and Hedinger nearly broke it. So we're down to the 33-yard line. Coming to the halfway point of the second quarter. You need to reestablish yourself on that scoreboard. Morgan goes out wide right. Another receiver in the slot to the right. That's Ralston. He'll come in motion. They'll fake it to him. Carlton wants to throw. Fires it across, and it's overthrown. Intended out there for Carson Murray, second down. Murray was covered, so Carlton might have seen that and just went ahead and heaved it past him. Because that was a 50-50 chance that was going to be caught. It'll be second down and 10 from the Carl Junction 33. And Witt goes to the right, Morgan to the left. Carlton will keep it himself, and he breaks the tackle, moves to the 30, stood up there, so it'll be 3rd and 6. They need the 24, maybe the 23 for the first down. So Carthage had a big play moments ago and had to use all 4 downs to get a first down, then they eventually put it in on the next series. Faced here with a Third down. Right now we'll call it a short 7. 19-14, Carthage. 2 receivers out right. Man comes in motion. And a whistle. And the linesman and the umpire both fire in penalty flags. And it's on Carthage. That'll move it back to a 3rd down and 12. So it is a false start. Can't have 3rd down false starts. So now they are back to the 37, and they need to be safe, the 23. Carlton looks to throw. Now he's going to go on a draw. Tries to go past man. He does, and he moves close to the 1st down. He's going to be a yard short. He's to the 25. He needed about the 23. And they'll put him at the 24, so at least it's 4th down and a yard. He went through a crowd, and I thought once he did that, he'd have the 1st down accomplished, but a couple of the Bulldogs slowed him down enough. It's going to be 4th down. Under 5 minutes to go here in the first half. As Carlton will await the snap. Need a yard. And he'll keep it himself. And he gets that yard and breaks 3. Stays on his feet at the 15. He will score. Touchdown. So Carlton scores for the 2nd time. Comes at 4:45 to go here in the half. So that puts 25 on the board, and let's see what they want to do on the conversion. Looks like they're going to try for 2. And they will. Carlton stays in the game. Collins in the backfield with him. Got a power formation. Here's Carlton looking, and he's going to be in for the 2. He got a good surge, and then it kind of clogged up around the 1, but he made it in. And it's now a 13-point game at 4:45 left to go in the first half. Carthage 27 and Carl Junction 14. Back here in another 30. This is Tiger Football, Music Radio 93.5.
Where will you be in 4 years? At Missouri Southern State University, we're here to help you achieve your life goals. Small class sizes allow you to develop a more personal relationship with your instructors and practice your skills in immersive environments. From a healthcare simulation center to crime scene investigation, state-of-the-art science labs, a mock courtroom, and much more. Study abroad opportunities can help you develop a global mindset. Learn more about our high-quality educational opportunities at mssu.edu.
65 yards in 6 plays. One of those 2 touchdowns answered. It's 27-14. Now you got to hold up on defense for the next 4:45 because Carl Junction will have the ball to start the 3rd quarter, and you don't want them to put another one in this half. And Fuentes puts some air underneath it. And fair caught at the 29. So both teams going with the pooch. So let's see what the Carthage defense can do here. They were burned on that last play. I had them backed up at the 7-yard line, but it turned into a 93-yard touchdown. And Merrill back in the pistol. He's got an empty backfield for the moment. They got 2 receivers on each side. Fake the handoff, and Merrill's going to go wide to the left, and he's going to pick up yardage to the 35, to the 40, down the right sideline. Going to be to the 45 and out of bounds. Well, everybody was tight, and Merrill had pretty much a free first 10 yards, and then he legged it out for some more. Each team with all their timeouts, so plenty of time for CJ to manipulate this one down the field again. Goddard checks in for them. Again, they show an empty backfield with the exception of the quarterback. And they give it off on the sweep to Stewart. He tries to turn the corner. He goes to the 50, goes down the near sideline. Carthage had him for right about no gain, and then Stewart turned the corner, picks up a first down, and he's out of bounds at the Carthage 39. So there have been some almost tackles in this second quarter, and it's obviously not done Carthage any good. Stewart went wide. The defense got him there, but once Stewart turned the corner, he got past that first tackle attempt. And now they're at the 39-yard line. 27-14 Carthage. We have the makings of a shootout right now. Here's a pitch play to Starks, and he goes to the left side. He's going to get yardage to the 35-30 down the right sideline. 20 ridden out of bounds there. It's getting to be too easy for Carl right now. I have a feeling this one, what do we have here? Timeout Carthage. They're going to regroup a little. So 2 big plays, and Carl Junction down to the 20-yard line. 4:18 left to go here in the second quarter. Carlton got a 6-yard run at 9:58. Carthage got the opening kickoff and took it in 5 plays, 72 yards. 89 yards, 6 plays, another touchdown at 4:48. Collins at 55 seconds in the quarter. Got a 12-yard run, 52 yards, 5 plays, and it was 19-0 after 1, but CJ has made it their quarter, although Carthage did come back moments ago with a touchdown. Merrill scored from 31 yards out at 10:02. And a 6:56, Stewart caught a 93-yard pass. Both of their conversions were good. And here are 2 big runs, one by Stewart and then one by Starks. And Carl Junction right at the red zone, the 20-yard line, on the far hash with 2 timeouts now left for Carthage and 3 for Carl Junction. Carthage has missed 2 extra points. They made up for one of them on the last touchdown, but it's a 13-point game. And unfortunately, that may change quickly. Handoff straight ahead, and a little less gain this time. Still, decent one to the 17-yard line. Looks like it was Lopez Derman on the carry. So it's going to be 2nd down and 7 yards to go. We go past 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Dexter Merrill, since coming in, he didn't start the game, has rallied Carl Junction back. They line up with an empty backfield again. They'll give it off to Stewart again, trying to go to the right side. Now tries to juke back left, does so. Reverses direction to the 15, to the 20. What a run by Stewart. It's going to be a touchdown. They had him dead to rights at about the 18-yard line. He reversed direction, and then no one could catch him. So here comes CJ back at 3:29 to go in the half. So Stewart scores from the second time, once through the air and now on the ground. The extra point, it is good. So Vogel has his 3rd extra point, and now it is a 27-21 game. Carthage still in the lead. Well, that was a 71-yard, 6-play drive for Carl Junction. So there's a few minutes left in this one. Carthage got out to a 19-0 lead, and it's down to 6. It was down to 5 after the second touchdown in 19-15. Carthage got an 8-point touchdown the last time. They'll have 2 timeouts to work with. So if Carthage does not score, that means Carl will have a chance to take the lead when the second half starts. And Vogel will prepare to kick. Here's the approach. A short kick. And taken at about the 25 to the 30 to the 35, 37-yard line. Grabbing it and taking it was Ryan Phillips. Got into a pile, but they tried to strip the ball from him, but Carthage starts at their own 37. So we've had 2 Carleton touchdowns, 2 Collins touchdowns. 3:22 to go here in the first half and 2 timeouts for the Tigers. Heading her out to the right, Morgan to the left. You don't want to score too quickly. And now Hedinger comes in motion. He'll get the call on the sweep, go to the 40, 45, gets a first down. He'll move to the 48. So 11 yards on the carry. Put him to the 48-yard line. Two receivers out to the right this time on a first down. Give to Collins, and not much there. He'd be stood up at the line of scrimmage, and he goes forward for a yard. Taking him down was Bentley Roden for Carl Junction. Second down and 9. 27-21 Carthage. Two receivers out to the left. Carlton awaits the snap, and he'll get it. Look left. Going to run with it. Goes to the 50. Comes to the 45. Gets a first down. Stewart grabs him at the 40, but it is a first down pickup. So move the chain again for Carthage. I don't like highly offensive games, but if you're going to do it, just keep answering. Keep them away from you. Under 2 minutes left to go. I'm for a high offensive game if the one team you want to win has most of the points. Right now, that's not the case. It's 27-21 Carthage. There's fake. Carlton wants to throw, and it's incomplete. Hedinger had to go through his hands. Second down coming up. He was open and had some yards to spare. So 2nd and 10. The clock stops at 1:43 to go here in the first half. Carl Junction came in at 1-2. Carthage 0-3. And you can make arguments for those 3 games. They had chances to win them all. Second down. Collins gets the carry. Tries to score him past. He'll make 5. He'll make the 35. Now he gets a bad spot. Only 4 on the carry. So it'll be 3rd down and 6 as we hit a minute and a half to go in the first half. Get the play called and come to the line. Need the 30 for a first down. In motion. Carlton wants to throw. He's going to throw it out to the far side, and it's nearly intercepted. Brady Sponsel had a handle on it, and then he dropped it as he was coming down. So 4th down, still need that 30. 58 seconds left to go. See if they can make this conversion. They still have 2 timeouts to work with, so if you can get the first down, nothing to worry about time-wise. But now they may have to spend a timeout because they're down to 9 seconds on the play clock. Down to 2-1, and they get the timeout called. So now you're down to 1. That happened in the Republic game. They had to spend a timeout between downs, and it cost them there toward the end. But you'll have to put it all in one basket here on this play. You need 6 yards. You're at the 36-yard line. Carl Junction, I believe, has not spent a timeout, so if they get the ball back, they could manipulate it down again. They had some problems during the week, apparently, and some of the starters did not begin the game. And since they've come back in, it is a different contest. Carthage got out to a 19-0 first quarter lead, but right now it's 27-21 Carthage. Tigers had to spend a timeout on defense, and they spend one here. So they put 2 receivers to the left. Need the 30 for the first down. Carlton takes a low snap, looking left, swings it out on the screen to Landon Collins, and he won't go anywhere near the first down. He's stopped at the 33. He was out on his own there. There was nothing cleared away for him, and Carl Junction holds on defense. So now the Bulldogs have a shot here from their own 34, and 52 seconds to go. Carl Junction will have the ball to start, so you do not want to see something slip up here. Merrill will await the snap, and he'll keep it himself. He'll go out to the left side. He's got 1 or 2 men to beat. There's a block to the 50, 40, and he's gone. Far sideline, Carl Junction's going to get the lead on a touchdown by Merrill. There is a flag, however. It's back at the 43-yard line of Carthage, so it may come back anyway. Merrill should be penalized for unsportsmanlike conduct as he was showboating the last few moments to the end zone. It's going to be a crackback block. Spot of the foul, the 43 of Carthage, so they do not score. So time ticks to 39 seconds remaining in the half. The thing of it was that block didn't need to be thrown. But since it's a spot foul, they will get a first down at the 48. So first down for Carl at the 48-yard line in their own territory. Merrill wants to throw. Chase to his right. Still Chase. Throws it out. Incomplete. So it'll be second down. The clock will stop at 34 seconds remaining. So CJ, who almost scored another big play. They had a one-play touchdown on their fourth possession. Second down and 10. Merrill fakes. He'll go left, and he goes to the left side, still going. Gets a first down, jumps the rope at the 40 of Carthage, and lands at the 38. I don't know what Carl is doing blocking-wise, or Carthage is biting every time on this play, but Merrill keeps it. He's just got total room to run to his left, and they've just keep bearing it into Carthage right now, and they're paying a price. Carl Junction spends a timeout. They have 27 seconds to work with. So a long first half will get a little lengthier. We'll have softball for you Tuesday here at home against Branson. 4:30 start on that one. Softball season nearly over with. A couple of weeks, I think they hit districts. Here it's 27-21 Carthage. But Carl Junction trying to drive again. They trailed at one point, 19-0. That was after one quarter. Carthage put their third score in at the 55-second mark of the first quarter. But since then, it's been 3 touchdowns to 1 for Carl Junction. Now Merrill wants to throw, being chased and should be sacked if they can ever bring him down. And finally, the referee says stop the play. They're going to sack him back at the 43-yard line. The clock should continue to run. It will. I believe it was House who got a hold of him, and then coming over was Jonah Eby, finally secured him. And it looks like they're going to let the clock run out. Now they're down to 1.2 seconds to go, and Carl calls the timeout. They're going to try to pull a Branson here. That was the swinging point in that game here a couple of weeks ago, and they kept time. The clock went ahead and ran out in that Branson game, but the officials on the field said there was time for one play. So they put a second back on the clock, and somehow Branson scored, and that set them up with a 2-touchdown lead. Ended up leading eventually by 3 touchdowns. So another one of those coulda, shoulda, wouldas in that game. You throw out that touchdown there, you're at least within a score toward the end of the game. Carthage fell behind 28-7, lost at 28-14. So obviously, if they're going to throw, make sure you keep it in front. Keep those guys from getting to the end zone. They put 3 receivers out to the right and 1 to the left. Single setback, and Merrill wants to throw. And he's being chased, still wants to throw. He airs it out. It's going to be into a crowd, and it's going to be not quite intercepted, but making an attempt out there. It falls incomplete. So Carthage survives the half here, 27-21. And we'll take a 3-minute break and come back. You're listening to Tiger Football on Music Radio 93.5.
An athletic team relies on teamwork to reach its goals. A business depends on its staff to complement each other's strengths and function as a team to achieve its goals. The certified public accounting firm of Schmidt Associates wants to be a member of your team and help you reach your financial goals. Their small business accounting, payroll, and advisory services could help ensure your financial success. Call Schmidt Associates at 358-6090. Schmidt Associates, more than checks and balances.
Manzer Family Medicine cheer on our Carthage Tigers. Dr. Manzer and staff know that striving for one's goals are the key to success in life, and they want our students to be the best both in and out of the game. Manzer Family Medicine is a comprehensive multi-specialty practice that is physician-owned and patient-driven. They have locations in Missouri and Kansas, with the Carthage Urgent Care open 7 days a week for you and your family when you need care the most. For more information, find them on Facebook or manzerfamilymedicine.com. Go Tigers!
American Family Insurance.
As your American Family Insurance agent in Carthage, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. This is Bob Brown from the Bob Brown Agency. Call me at 358-9715 and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
American Family Insurance.
For details, contact Robert Brown, agent at Bob Brown Agency, 417-358-9715, or stop by 1921 South Garrison Avenue in Carthage today.
Boomer's Barbecue at 1123 West Central Avenue in Carthage cheers on our Carthage Tigers. From the coaches to the parents and teachers, it takes a lot of effort to help our student athletes and the rest of the student body reach their goals. And Boomer's Barbecue salutes all who make our Tigers great. Boomers is proud to be a sponsor of this broadcast, and they thank you for your business over the years. Once a Tiger, always a Tiger. Carthage alumni Willie Wagner and the entire crew at Boomers Barbecue say, go Tigers, go blue.
If your lawn is completely wild, it's time to bring in Turf Tamers and create a green turf that's calm and lovely. Turf Tamers will rid your lawn of the unwanted weeds and unsightly, funky grasses that have made your lawn a wild kingdom. Give them a call at 417-434-0810. When they arrive, you just leave it to them to tame that turf and have your neighbors admiring it. Turf Tamers, the name says it all. Turf Tamers, 417-434-0810.
Carthage alumni and lifelong resident Levi Utter with eXp Realty has been helping the folks of Carthage and surrounding communities with all of their real estate needs since 2014. Striving to meet the needs of his clients and helping them achieve their goals is what his business is built upon. Give him a call today at 417-540-6565 to see how Levi can help you with your next move. Levi Utter with eXp Realty wishes all the Carthage Tigers student athletes a healthy and successful school year during the sports season and in the classroom. Go Big Blue.
Jim Taylor back at Hafner Stadium in Carthage. Carthage jumped to a 19-0 lead after one, but Carl Junction came back with 2 touchdowns to close it to within 5. Carthage got an 8-point touchdown at 4:45 to go up 27-14. Then Carl Junction came back and scored a 7-pointer and make it a 27-21 game. Carthage had a chance, not quite into the red zone on their last possession. They turned it over on downs on a 4th down and 5. Carl Junction looked to have a touchdown, but they called it back on a block in the back at the Carthage 42. And then Carl got the ball on the penalty back at their own 48. They managed to get a little closer. There was a play at the end of the half that ball was up floating and had a chance for an interception, but the ball fell. And Carthage will have to turn right around and go back on defense when the third quarter starts. It was homecoming night. Malachi House and Rachel Martin were the king and queen of the year for 2023. So congratulations to them. And Carthage trying to look for their first win, and it's going to be a tough half to go. That second quarter just bogged down with, you like scoring, but then again, the other side is you like to keep the game moving quickly, and that was not the case there in that second quarter. It'd be nice if the defense can stiffen up and get that ball back. And Carthage has shown this year that they can do multi-play drives, but they haven't finished a few of those, which has been part of their 0-3 beginning. We'll take another break. We're down to about 15 minutes to go before we start the third quarter. We'll come back and give you a rundown of the scores back here in 3 minutes. This is Tiger Football Music Radio 93.5.
The Ross Kennard Wealth Management Group of Wells Fargo Advisors cheers on our Carthage Tigers. Financial advisors Ron Ross and Tony Kennard know that any successful team plans, works hard, and sets goals for the future. They want the best for Carthage's student body, who will be our community leaders in the coming years. The Ross Kennard Wealth Management Group of Wells Fargo Advisors is proud to be a part of this Carthage Tiger broadcast. Go Tigers! Wells Fargo Advisors is a trade name used by Wells Fargo Clearing Services, LLC, member SIPC, a registered broker-dealer and non-bank affiliate of Wells Fargo & Company.
Carthage Tiger Sports is all about teamwork, dedication, and a commitment to excellence. Dr. Michael Woody and the team at Peachtree Dental support all of the players and coaches that make Tiger Sports so great. They offer a full range of treatment options that can be personalized to meet your unique needs and expectations, including orthodontics for all ages. Peachtree Dental always welcomes new patients of every age. For a better dental experience, give Peachtree Dental a call at 358-2233. Go Tigers!
The law firm of Webster & Carlton knows that it takes more than athletes to make a great team. From the coaches and teachers to parents and extended family, it takes the entire community to support our student athletes and make the Carthage Tigers a success. Webster & Carlton is a proud sponsor of this Carthage Tigers sports broadcast, and they salute everyone who are cheering for our Tigers. The law firm of Webster & Carlton, offices in Joplin, 417-781-5690. Go Tigers and go Big Blue!
The love of a family is a very special thing. From the time we are children, it's our family that teaches us how to walk and how to talk, that gives us a sense of belonging. The wisdom of our grandparents is passed down through our parents and then on to future generations through our children. The love of a family never grows old. It just grows. A love that lasts forever. The Nell Mortuary in Carthage, locally owned since 1882.
See our ad in names and numbers.
Tony Williams State Farm Insurance is a proud supporter of Carthage Tiger Athletics. If life has fouled you out of the game or you just need better coverage, Tony Williams and his experienced team can help get you back in the game with the best coverage for your specific needs. Auto, home, life, business, and more. In the office, over the phone, or online, there's several ways to get a free quote today. Tony Williams State Farm Insurance, located at 2232 Grand Avenue. Tony Williams says, go Tigers!
telling someone you love them with McDonald's deal is as rare as it is special, since it's best shown by giving up the last bite. Because a gesture like that is a true act of selflessness.
The hot and spicy McChicken sandwich is back. And when you buy one, you can mix and match another, a cheeseburger or a regular McChicken for just $1 on McDonald's D123 menu. Limited time offer. Price and participation may vary. Cannot combine with any other offer or combo meal.
Your Carthage McDonald's restaurants, owned by the Marshall Rice family, a proud supporter of the Carthage Tigers.
He's got the opening kickoff at 9:58. 72 yards, 5 plays. Carlton a 6-yard run. The extra point was good to make it 7-0. Carl Junction picked up a first down, but 3 plays later had to punt. Carthage got the ball back at their 11-yard line and then had a holding penalty, but a big run on an end around by Hedinger got the ball down inside the 20. They had to earn it, though, the rest of the way. As they went 6 plays, had to do a 4th down conversion to keep the drive alive, and then Collins scored at 4:48 from 5 yards out. They missed the extra point to make it 13-0. Carl Junction went 3 and out on their next possession. Carthage got the ball back at their own 18, and they worked it for another 5-play drive, a big play in that one. It turned into a 12-yard run to cap it off at the 55-second mark for Collins. That missed another extra point. That made it 19-0. 52 yards on 5 plays. I don't know why I wrote down the 18. It's the 48. There we go. Light's not good in here. And Carl Junction then came back shortly into the second quarter. 7 plays, 70 yards. The quarterback Merrill, a 31-yard run after they just got a conversion. And that made it 70 yards and 7 plays, made it 19-7. Then Carl came back after Carthage had to punt on their next possession. And the punt rolled down to the 7-yard line, but Merrill found Tony Stewart, not the race car driver, but he sure looked like it going down the field. Caught the ball, went 93 yards on 1 play, and it was 19-14. Carl Junction came back with a 6-play drive of their own at 4:45 as Carlton scored from 2. Carlton got his own 2-point conversion, so it was 27-14. And then Stewart, again, this time 17 yards out, scored from 3:29 on the clock. It was 71 yards, 6 plays, and Carl got it back to within 6. At 27-21, Carthage had a chance to get a score possibly. They had a 4th down and 6 conversion they couldn't do. And then on the very next play, the quarterback ran it into the end zone, but there was a block in the back, penalized Carl Junction at the Carthage 42, a block that really didn't need to be thrown, but fortunately for Carthage it was. And then a long heave down the sideline ended up falling short. The closest person to it was a Carthage defender, and Carthage survived the half, leading 27-21, and that's a look inside the numbers. They're brought to you by Jeff Hodkin, American Family Insurance. Hear from him. Come back here in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Football on Music Radio 93.5.
Insurance Company cheers on our Carthage Tigers. They know our student athletes have worked hard to make this season happen, and they give a big hand to everyone from the teachers and coaches to the families and student body who have encouraged the Tigers to have a successful season. First American Title Insurance Company, a national Fortune 500 company, is just north of the roundabout in Carthage. They're proud to be one of the locally owned businesses that supports these Tiger broadcasts. Go Tigers, go Blue!
Past and in the future. Right off the top, the game at Neosho next week could be Friday at 7 o'clock. The 9th grade team will host Carl Junction, and the JV game will be at Pleasant Hope. That's up by Springfield. And the JV starts at 4. The 9th grade starts at 6. Cross-country team runs Saturday in Joplin at the MSSU Stampede. It starts at 10:30. Next weekend on the 23rd, the varsity teams will run at the Gans Creek Race in Columbia. Volleyball team picked up 2 wins this week over to Neosho and to Cassville. Tomorrow, the varsity will compete in the Springfield Classic at the Field House. Next week, volleyball will host 2 COC matches against Joplin Tuesday, Thursday against Ozark, and 4:30 times for those, followed by the JV and varsity. Should be freshman there. They got a typo, and I read it. I bit. CHS girls team will have play on Monday at Thomas Jefferson. Then Tuesday and Thursday return home, play Carl Junction Tuesday, Republic on Thursday, and those begin at 4:30. Softball team had 2 wins this week over Ozark and Webb City, as well as defeating McDonald County. Next week they'll play at Cassville Monday, then host Branson on Tuesday. We'll have that game for you right here on Music Radio 93.5. And they'll wrap up next week hosting another COC foe Thursday as Nixa is in town. That's at 4:30 for those varsity games. Golf team host ecarthage.com tournament on Monday at the golf course. Tee time is 8:30 a.m. Tigers swim meet. They'll compete Saturday the 23rd at the Monette Invitational. That begins at 8 a.m. And the soccer team is 8-0, had an 8-0 win over Neosho. Next week they'll play at Webb City, then follow up with McDonald County on Thursday. That's on the road. And Friday, non-conference will be against Kickapoo. And no, say where that would play at Kickapoo. There we go. Marching band opens field competition tomorrow, and they'll compete at the Carl Junction Marching Festival. And October 21, Maple Leaf Parade and field competition. The band will host right here at Hafner Stadium. And that looks how things are going to go. And mentioned again, softball will come your way on Tuesday as the Lady Pirates from Branson will come in. I've never seen a Lady Pirate before, but I guess that's what they call them. We'll take another break. We'll come back here in another 3 minutes. This is Tiger Football on Music Radio 93.5.
Your early morning coffee run, Friday nights under the lights with your friends and family. We love the things you love about the Ozarks because we live here too. If you've been left on hold or in the dark or feel like just a number, you'll find the service and convenience you need at OMB, where we know your name, know your story, and love your community because it's our community too. Visit us in person at 535 West Fur Road in Carthage or online at ombbank.com. OMB, community banking made better. Member FDIC.
Hey Tiger fans, this is Jeff Hodgkin at American Family Insurance, 800 South Garrison Avenue here in Carthage. Stop by my office or call 359-3399 to see how we can help you with your insurance needs. Wishing all students and faculty a safe and healthy year. Go Tigers!
Your local Farmers Insurance agent, Kelly Out, is proud to be a part of the Carthage community and knows that planning for the future makes all the difference in a person's life. The personal values of hard work, truth, and honesty will help our young students become good citizens and the leaders of tomorrow. Kelly Out, your local Farmers Insurance agent with offices just off the Carthage Square at 231 East 4th Street, is a proud sponsor of this Carthage Tiger broadcast and says, Go Tigers!
Get ready, Carthage. G3 Family Entertainment is coming this fall. Grab your family and friends and come experience the fun. G3 Family Entertainment features a 24-lane bowling alley, an exciting indoor playground for kids 2 to 12, a ninja tag arena, and a restaurant. Located behind Lowe's right here in Carthage. For updates and more information, please follow G3 Family Entertainment on Facebook. G3 Family Entertainment is a proud supporter of our Carthage Tiger student athletes, and they can't wait for the fun to start.
Just as an athletic team relies on teamwork to reach its goals, a business depends on its staff to complement each other's strengths and function as a team to achieve its goals. The certified public accounting firm of Schmidt Associates wants to be a member of your team and help you reach your financial goals. Their small business accounting, payroll, and advisory services could help ensure your financial success. Call Schmidt Associates at 358-6090. Schmidt Associates, more than checks and balances.
There are gonna be times. Times when you hit the ground running, and times when you just hit the ground hard. Mercy is ready for all of it. With specialists who not only have a heart for athletes, but for the people who support them. So when you have a health challenge to overcome, choose the team that considers every one of your victories one of ours. Find your Mercy provider at mercy.net/victory. That's mercy.net/victory. Mercy, your life is our life's work.
I'm Jer.
As we look at the halftime scores, third quarter, Joplin, Webb City are tied at 14. Like Webb City scored twice first quarter, Joplin a touchdown in each quarter. Here we have Carthage leading 27-21 over Carl at the half. Other conference games, a couple of them are real blowouts. Nixa is shanghaiing Branson right now, 34-0. And Republic is taking care of Neosho, 42-7, and that's a halftime score. They scored 35 second quarter points. And Willard and Ozark are near the half. Willard leads at 19-14. Aurora is leading 20-0 against Springfield Catholic. Cassville 13-6 on East Newton. Game I was kind of interested in seeing how it was going. It's Nevada right now at Nevada, 21-7 over McDonald County. Monette 13-7 over Marshfield. Reed Spring 15, Hollister 12. Mount Vernon defeating right now Logan Rogersville 14-6. Seneca and Lamar. Tough task here. Both teams state ranked, and right now Seneca has a 14-7 halftime lead. Lebanon continues winning. They're state ranked 28-6 at half against Bolivar. You don't blow out Bolivar very often. And West Plains taking care of Rolla. We'll go along some of these other scores, a little more back in our region. Sarcoxy trails at half to Stockton 7-6. Pierce City losing to Ash Grove 12-0. Diamond 12, Miller 7. Marionville, they're also state ranked. They're leading Central right now 21-0. Jasper trailing 40-6 up at Drexel. And Greenfield and Lockwood are tied at 22 at the half. Pittsburgh taking care of Labette County 32-0. Liberal 22, College Heights 14. And Oklahoma scores Miami 6-0 over Dewey. Grove losing to Wagner. Wagner's usually pretty good every year. 21-7 is that score. Favor of Wagner. Trying to find some more Kansas scores here. Coffeyville over Columbus at the half, 28-6. And Frontenac beating Bishop Ward 21-12. Girard at half leading Galena. That's 24-0. And Colgan shutting out Riverton 28-0. So scroll back up here and see if the conference scores have changed. Probably not. Right here we have 27-21 in favor of Carthage, and we're about 3 minutes away from starting the second half as Carthage taking care of some 3-minute warm-ups, and now Carl Junction, they're on the sidelines. They're ready to go. And now they run 20 minutes on the clock for halftime, and then they have the 3-minute warm-up period. And we look back through, no change in that Joplin game against Webb City. All the other scores have stayed the same, so we have 3 competitive contests tonight in conference. 2 of them are not. Next week, Carthage will go to Neosho, as that'll be Bob Anderson Stadium down there, and we will have the first of 2 road games. Ozark will be the following week, and then the team comes home to face Webb City and Joplin back-to-back weeks, and then the final regular season will be a game against Willard. It's going to be home, away, and home. It's basically a virtual home game. You go to Joplin for that week 8, and then you come back to host Willard to finish out the regular season, and everybody guaranteed a postseason game. So, see, it looks like Carthage will have to play that first round the first time I think since I've been here. They've always gotten at least a second seed and get that first round bye, but the way things are going right now, they probably will have to play that additional game and earn their way back closer to a potential district game. Carthage got out to a 19-0 lead. First score came at 9:58. Carlton was 6 yards on the run. 4:48, Collins a 5-yard run. And 55 seconds, Collins again scored, this time from 12 yards out. They missed 2 extra points on the second and third touchdowns, so it was 19-0 after 1. But Carl Junction, who had some problems, I guess, during the week, had to sit a few players to start the game. And I think some of those guys that have gotten back in, especially their quarterback, they've turned the difference as Carl Junction scored 21 points in that third quarter, but right in the middle of it, Carthage did get a touchdown to keep the lead. That was a 2-yard run by Carlton, a 21-yard run by Carleton, and a 2-point conversion to make it 27-14. And at the time, the way it was looking, those 2 extra points going to be like, oh, by the way. But now that Carl Junction has crawled back within a score, those extra points, they've made up for one of them. And if Carthage scores again, depending on the situation at that time of the game, whether they'll go ahead and try to make up that other point. So Carl Junction will get the ball to start the half, and they'll go continue from left to right. As we have to wait for the warm-up time to tick down, we're down to 20 seconds to go. Again, softball coming up on Tuesday as Branson is in town. Girls had a great game Tuesday against Webb City, scored 8 runs in the 4th inning, and only twice did the ball leave the infield. It was one of those crazy games. Webb City had 2 errors, and everything was hit to the left side of the infield. They had the 2 errors, and then there was 2 plays where the shortstop fielded the ball but had no base to throw to because no one was covering anywhere. And then Brooklyn Dolan Maine, after it was already 6-0, she cleared the bases, and that capped that inning. And they went on to win it 9-1. They won the other day 2-1 against Ozark and also against McDonald County. Here's a end-over-end kick as we're ready to go. Fair catch at the 28. So Carl Junction will start from there. They should have their full complement of starters here to begin the second half, as some of them had to set out. Going to be Dexter Merrill at quarterback. He's a senior, and he was running rampant there in that second quarter. See if the Tigers can keep him from getting out on the edge. He's going to run this time to the right side and get to the 30. 35 head injury runs him down at the 41. It's going to be a first down pickup. And Merrill runs it out to the 42-yard line. He's going to get himself in trouble before this game's over. He's really hot dogging it out there. He had a potential touchdown, and he showboated the last 5 or 10 yards, and they should have thrown a flag there. And now he gets up and he's taunting after that run. The receiver goes out to the left side. They'll hand it off to Starks. He'll try to go around the edge, and he busted one tackle but makes only the 42. As 3 or 4 Tigers converge on him. Ori Bader was one of them. So only a yard gain there, second down and 9. Tigers came in -7 in turnovers, and they had that one fumble recovery, I believe it was in week 1. That's been it. Carl Junction fumbled early in the game, but the ball went right back to him. Here's second down and 9. And here's Merrill keeping, and he's hit this time and dropped for a loss. He'll go back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be third down and 10. I think it was Hausch was leading the charge that time. And also Landon Bland. So that loses a yard. It's now third down and 10. Carl Junction needs the Carthage 48 for a first down. They're down 6. They trailed initially 19-0. Receiver out to the right. And split backs from a pistol. Merrill wants to throw, being chased, rolls to his left, breaks a tackle, still directing traffic, throws downfield, and it's going to be incomplete. Well underthrown. Closest man to it was Jackson Wobkin. So Carl faced with a fourth down on their first possession after getting a first down. And again, they show 2 people back in punt formation. Mason Gilbert has gotten it each time and has kicked. He's had some good rolls. He backed Carthage up, but Carthage made up for it and ended up scoring. Here's Morgan. Line drive kick, 25, 30, spins off a man, tries to cut right, goes to the 35, and he's down there. He got slowed up after the first couple of steps. Otherwise, he might have had a shot at getting a good return. He did okay under the circumstances. And they put him down at the 36, and Carthage going right to left here in the third quarter. And this would be the time for one of those multi-play, as long as you put it in the end zone at the end. 27-21 Carthage. Ball out to the far hash. Got Morgan and Witt out as receivers to the right side. And now Witt comes in motion. Fake it to him. Carlton will keep it, and he'll get about 2 yards and nothing more. He had a hole initially, but then it was closed up just as quick. Leading the charge there was Sponsel from the defensive back position. Carlton only got 2 out of that. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Carlton and Collins have each scored twice. Now we have Hedinger out on the left and Morgan to the right as receivers. They give it to Collins. He'll try to turn, gets to the 40 and makes some yardage. It's to the 41-yard line. They need the 46, so 3rd down and 5 coming up. It's like Cody Walton or Battaglia was there for the stop, and Aiden Beechner. So now Carthage faced with a 3rd down conversion, need their own 46. They lead 27-21. Just past 3 minutes gone here in the third quarter. Morgan again to the right, Hedinger to the left. He comes in motion, and he'll get the call on the sweep, looking to go through a crowd and can't outdo it. He cut it up at the hash. Had he tried to go to the end, he might have been able to turn the corner, but he's short of a 1st down. Ball placed at the 43. So this looks to be a 3 and out for the Tigers. It's 4th down and risky business if you try for it. You need the 46 to keep the drive alive. Carl Junction does put a return man back. Looks like Carlton will kick, and he will. Angles it to the near side, and it takes a rotten bounce. It goes, actually stays in bounds. Didn't go out of bounds, and it's marked at the 37-yard line. The ball took a Carl Junction bounce and then didn't go out of bounds, and then it came back a yard. So both teams ended up punting. And Carl Junction, second possession of the half, will start at their own 38-yard line as we have a water break. Carl Junction came in at 1-2, a victory over Neosho last week. Neosho losing big right now, and that's the opponent next week for Carthage. Carthage looking for their first win of the year, and Carl is at 1-2. Carl had a tight game with Webb City in that meeting there. Webb City will not be until week 7 for Carthage. It'll be right here at Hafner Stadium. So the Bulldogs come out from the water break, 7:45 to go in the third quarter. Carthage up by 6. The receivers are left and right, empty backfield again. And a pitch play goes to Starks. Breaks a tackle, tries to turn it wide, tries to cut back to his right, and he's going to lose yardage back to the 35. Eby was there to finish him off. Looks like Cooper Lillienkamp was also there. He kind of turned him back in for Eby to finish him off, so it'll be a loss. It'll be 2nd down and 13. Ball just across the 35. Second possession for Carl Junction here in the third quarter. Receivers left and right. Merrill to throw. Being chased, rolls left, still rolling. Now might want to take it. He's going to be hit at the original line of scrimmage and bounced out of bounds on the far sideline. So it'll be 3rd down and 10. Looks like it was Meadows over there for Carthage to bring him down. So they actually give him a yard, so it's 3rd and 9 at the 39. 27-21 Carthage with 6.5 to go here in the 3rd quarter. They're at the wide side of the field. And again, 2 receivers each side, actually 3 on the right side. Merrill fakes it, and he goes forward at the 45 and no further. He was met this time by Landon Bland, and he took care of him, so it's going to be 4th down. And Carl needs 3 if they decide to go for it. So again, Morgan will drop back to receive the punt. Mason Gilbert has been successful tonight in his kicks, but he's had Max Goddard back there with him. I've never seen this kind of punt formation. They got 2 blocking backs, then 2 people back deep. And they're going to throw it out to the far side, and it's incomplete. I knew something was going to happen before this game was over. Max Goddard split out to the left. They threw to him, but they threw behind him, and he dropped it. So Carthage gets a break, and they will have the ball at the Carl Junction 45. First time that I believe either team started on the plus side. It is. Now you got to take advantage of it. 5:30 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. So a 4 and out for Carl the first time around, now 3 and out. It was a 3 and out last time for Carthage. Witt comes in motion. Now keep it to Carlton. He goes through the first pile and moves to the 40. And now they need to blow the whistle. And it's to the 40. That's where we're going to stop play. So we'll pick up 5. So 2nd down and 5 coming up. 27-21 Carthage, 19-0 after 1 Carthage, but then Carl Junction outscored Carthage 21-8. So the difference right now is that Carlton scored 4:45 in the 2nd quarter. Carl Junction answered right back. It was a 5-point game, then it moved out to a 13-point game, and now it's back to where it is right now, 27-21. 2nd and 5. They give it to Collins. Collins gets a first down, breaks through a couple, 3 lines of tackles, goes to the 25. That's the first down. Best run of the day for Collins, although he has 2 touchdowns, but in terms of yardage gained on 1 play, that's it. And it's a first down at the 25 of Carl Junction. So they'll set up on the near hash mark this time. As the Tigers come to the line. 10 seconds on the play clock. Carlton takes inventory, and now he waits the snap. He'll take it and take it himself and gets to the line of scrimmage. A nice pop after about a yard gain by Starks of Carl Junction. It'll be 2nd down and 9. That thing looked a little unorganized from the beginning. So 2nd down and 9. Carl Junction giving up some big yardage plays, but then they seem to make Carthage earn it. They had to get a 4th down conversion after a long Jackson Hedinger run in the first half, but the Tigers persevered and ended up scoring. But they had to convert on a 4th down. They turned over Carthage on downs at the end of the 2nd quarter. So they've stiffened up between the 20s. Here's Carlton keeping and tries to make a move, and he only gets to the 23. More crashing by the Carl Junction defense. Bentley Roden made the first stop. And the ball is to the 23, and they need the 15. So these last 2 have not gained a whole lot. Be 3rd down and 8. Like to see a 2-score lead. You're under 3 minutes left to go in the third quarter. So that's been one bright spot. This third quarter right now is flying away. You like to eat up more time and keep moving that ball closer to the end zone. Here's Carlton. They're going to pitch on a reverse to Hedinger, and he cuts back middle of the field, takes to the 25, but can't turn it straight, and he'll lose yardage. There's a lot of running and not much netted on that. It's going to be 4th and 10. Need the 15 to keep it alive. They send Ralston and Witt into the game. Down to 10 seconds on the clock, and they just now break the huddle. Langston Morgan wide right. 2 receivers out to the right. Carlton looking to throw left. He's going to heave it to the end zone. It's going to be a leaping attempt, and it is a touchdown! Carson Murray from 25 yards out. A one-on-one, and the defensive back turned around a little too late, and Murray got it falling backward into the end zone. Comes at 1:50 to go here in the third quarter. It looks like Carl Junction will have to defend a 2-point try, as Carthage initially shows 2 points, but now the official has stopped. There's a flag on the play over by the far sideline. This may go against Carl Junction. They're talking in the Carthage huddle. I haven't seen that call, and I can't hear the PA, so it's illegal participation. It's apparently had too many in the huddle or on the field. So now we get a personnel change as they move the ball to the 2-yard line for the extra point. So 2 yards for a 2-point conversion. And Carlton will get it. He'll move forward. He'll look and dodge into the end zone. So twice tonight, Carlton has made his own 2-point conversion after scoring. So that puts it to a more conventional football score on that one. 1:50 left to go, third quarter. Carthage 35, Carl Junction 21. Back here in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Football, Music Radio 93.5.
Conscientious and honest hard work are vital to achieving goals, and I look forward to our young students reaching new heights in their lives and giving back to our community as good citizens and business owners. As a parent of Carthage Tiger athletes, I'm proud to be a part of the Carthage Tiger broadcast, and I cheer on our Carthage Tiger. And when you need insurance, think Jadwin. Jadwin Insurance. Go Blue. Go Tigers.
Is your office
45 yards in 6 plays, a 25-yard pass on 4th down to Murray. It's now a 14-point game at 35-21, so the 2 early missed extra points have been made up for. So cumulatively, we have 13:50 left in the game, 1:50 here to go in the third. Fuentes puts it to the near side. It's going to be an attempt to the return, only the 26-yard line. Jackson Wobkin was met one-on-one, and the tackle was made by Joey Cesar. So first down. It'll be at the 26-yard line. So from the near hash, the Bulldogs back on offense. picked up a first down, had the punt on their first possession of this half, went 3 and out the last time. And here goes the quarterback keeping and trying to break tackles, gets a good gain to the 30, 31-yard line. That is Murray, and he moves to the 31. He moves to the 31-yard line, so it'll be 2nd down and 5. Couldn't get the number of the guy who was dragging the leg of the quarterback, Murray. Otherwise, he might have broken that for more. 2nd down, receivers, and receiver goes out to the left. Here's a handoff ahead, and it's going to be near a first down to the 34-yard line. On the carry was Lopez Durman. Under a minute left to go, 3rd down, and 2 yards to go for Carl Junction. Carthage up 35-21. Receiver goes out way to the left. Wing to the right, split backs along with the pistol formation. And Murray will roll left, and he'll pitch it out. It's to Durman, and he gets close to a first down. He'll pick it up. Had some more running room, but the Tigers came through there and got him. Ryan Phillips, but not before a first down. We come down probably the last play of the quarter. We're at 19 seconds. They haven't set the chain just yet, and both teams are headed to their respective sidelines. So after 3, only 1 touchdown, but it belongs to Carthage. We come back with the fourth quarter. Carthage leading 35-21 against Carl Junction. Back here in 1 minute. This is Tiger Football Music Radio 93.5.
Ready to be a workplace of the future? Does that mean whizzing around on hoverboards and robots answering phones? Maybe, but we'd suggest trying more useful technology first. Pearson Kelly can set you up with tech that lets your whole team work from anywhere, collaborate on devices, and always have the information they need to do their job. Keeping up with technology can be stressful. We're here to simplify it for you. Whether your office has an internal IT team or not, we have options to fit your needs. Find us at pearsonkelly.com and let us make technology simple for you.
Drew Evans Investment Companies of Whistler's Hamburgers and Daylight Donut cheer on our Tigers. They're proud to be part of this Carthage Tigers broadcast. Hard work, diligence, and persistence give big rewards in life. So make it count, Tigers. The owners and employees at Whistler's and Daylight Donut want only the best for our Tigers and the entire student body. Whistler's Hamburgers and Daylight Donut. Dine in or carry out at all locations in Carthage. Go Tigers. Go Big Blue. Sponsored by Drew Evans Investments.
Jim Taylor back here at Hafner Stadium in Carthage. Carthage leading 35-21. Carl Junction with the ball. They'll give it off to Stewart. He'll try to turn the corner and only get a yard. Tried to turn it up to the far side. And 2 Tigers were there to meet him. Looks like Hedinger was one of them. And Jonah Eby. So only got 1 out of that. Spencer has scored 2 of their touchdowns. One a 93-yard pass reception, the other a 17-yard run. So now from the far hash, it's 2nd down and 9 for Carl Junction. They move right to left here in the fourth. Murray spins, wants to throw, still wants to throw, screens it out to the 40, 41-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd down. They need the 47. There's Bentley Roden on the catch. So 3rd down, they need, as I said, the 47 of Carl Junction for a first down. 2-score Carthage lead for the moment, and now time becoming a factor as we are in quarter number 4. Receiver to the right and 2 to the left for Carl Junction. Here's Merrill to throw far side, and the ball is caught, I believe. Yes, they rule it a catch at the 49-yard line. So it appears to be a first down. The man who made the catch also moved before the snap. They didn't catch it. It was Jackson Wobkin. But they give him the first down in Carthage territory at the 49. Here's Merrill keeping, going through one line of tacklers, still moving, still breaking tackles, and he'll get about 9 yards. He moves to the 40. Does not go down easily. It's going to be second and very short, less than a yard. The ball right on the 40. Carl being quick out of the huddle this time. Send a receiver to the left side. Handoff goes to Starks, and he's going to be stood and maybe eke out a yard. It'll be a first down, though, and he has the 38-yard line. Just went under 10 minutes to go in the game. Carthage had a 19-0 first quarter lead. Carl Junction came within 5. Carthage scored, and then they Bulldogs scored again to make it a 6-point half. Here's Stark to throw over the middle. It is caught for a first down. Wobkin again. He gets near a first down. I think they're going to give him enough. It is a first down at the 27. So Carl Junction moving it here. 9th play coming up. Started on their own 26. Following a Carthage score. Murray, a 25-yard reception. They only score this half. Here goes Stewart, and he's going to be stood and dropped after a 2-yard loss. Cooper Lillienkamp came through one-on-one, and he won this battle. And the loss back of 2 yards to the 30. Nine minutes remaining. Carl with a sense of urgency. They're down 14. And now the quarterback's going to keep it, and he's going to be to the 25 and spun down near the 22. Be third down. They need the 18 for the first down. 3rd and 4 coming up. Ori Bader got to him, along with Joey Cesar. So definitely two-play territory the rest of this series for Carl Junction. Take a little more time on this particular play and send 2 receivers right and 1 to the left. As Murray looks to go left, wants to throw, swings, goes for the end zone's got a man. It's a touchdown. Catch made by Jet Mills. It's going to be at the 8:15 mark. So 22 yards on the pass. And Carl back to within a score. It'll be Calger for the extra point. And the kick is good. 8:15 to go in the game, and it's now Carthage 35, Carl Junction 28. Back here in 30 seconds. Tiger Football Music Radio 93.5.
Dodge, Jeep, and Ram cheer on our Tigers. They want to recognize the hard work and sacrifices that the parents and coaches and their families make to help our student athletes be their best during and between games. And don't forget, the next time you're in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle, keep Wood, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram in mind. Parts, service, sales, and financing, everything in one place. Save a trip and shop Carthage. Wood, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, part of Wood Motor Company. A solid name you can trust. Go Tigers!
We are Missouri.
74 yards, 10 plays for Carl Junction. And to be Vogel to kick off. They'll kick it deep this time. Morgan, 18, has a head of steam to the 30, still going, and dropped to the 39. So Carthage will start there. So Carthage needs to eat some time and hopefully get in for another score. 8:09 to go in the game, and they lead by 7. at 35-28. And we have a break in the action. They're going to do a water break. So I'll give you time to run down the score. I'm about to run out on this page. Carleton scored at 9:58 for Carthage. First quarter. Made it 7-0. 4:48 Collins from 5 yards. Kick failed. 13-0. 55 seconds. Collins scored again, 12 yards. Another conversion failed, 19-0. Then Carl Junction went to work second quarter when, for disciplinary reasons, some of their starters did not begin the game, but I think that did help, especially their quarterback. Merrill came back in the game, or actually got in the game. Let's put it succinctly as possible, please. And he scored 31 yards out for their first touchdown. Stewart got a 93-yard pass reception from Merrill. That drew the game to 19-14. Carthage got Carleton on a 2-yard run. They got a 2-point conversion to make it 27-14. Then Stewart scored again at 3:29 of the first half. 17 yards, 27-21. 1:50 of the third quarter. Murray caught a 25-yard touchdown pass. 35-21. Carl has just scored here. Make it 35-28. Here's a carry by Collins, and he breaks tackles across the 45 and moves to near first down. He got a horrible spot. Now they'll move him up a yard. Now that's more like it, to the 47. So it'll be 2nd down and 2 from the 46. 7:45 to go in the game. Both teams with timeouts. Ralston comes out on the far side. The receivers are tight. They give it off straight ahead. First down, flag on the play. It's coming back. Play goes to the Carl Junction 47, but I believe a hold's going to stop it. It's thrown rather quickly. It is holding. So that negates the Collins first down, and now it sets up spot of the line of scrimmage 44, so back to the 34 it goes. And unfortunately, that was on 2nd down. So set up a 2nd down at about 13. I gave them too many yards on the penalty. They put it down at the 36. 35-28 Carthage. Receiver comes in motion. Give it to Henniger on the sweep. Tries to turn it outside. Now turns it up. Goes back to his right. Gets to the 41-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and 9. They need the 49 of Carthage for a first down. $7:15 to go here in the ball game. They really like to try to get it somehow, somewhere here. They need that 49, if anything, to keep possession and keep time working off the clock. 2 receivers to the left. And Carleton wants to throw. Now he's going to keep it. And he's going to be into a crowd, and he's going to get short of the first down. He's only to the 46. He needs the 49. So do you take the risk and try to get that first down, or try to kick it away? It was virtually half of the fourth quarter to go. Probably will be if they go ahead to kick it. Go to a regular formation. And Carleton awaits the snap. They're down to 2 seconds, and now they call the timeout. So I think they were trying to see if they were going to get the drawn offside. It didn't work. So we have a break in the action. We'll take a 30-second pause. 6:14 to go in the game. Carthage 35, Carl Junction 28. Back here in 30. Music Radio 93.5.
One rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley.
Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
I'm Adam Bridges.
And I'm Lauren Demuty, your Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent.
And we've got you covered through all of life's wins.
Go Tigers!
Joe Ryder, your Carthage.
Fourth down and 3 for Carthage. They lead 35-28, 6:14 remaining. Coach Guidey still out there with his troops, and now they break the huddle. Carlton goes back in the pistol. They got 3 receivers to the left. And Carlton rolls left, still wants to throw, dumps it out for a first down. Catch made by Langston Morgan, his first catch of the night for a first down at the Carl Junction 47-yard line. And how they didn't find him, I don't know. Carlton rolled left. I thought he was going to try to keep it and go around the edge, but then Morgan, there wasn't anybody near him. He had like a 5-yard cushion on both sides. So a big first down, and that keeps the clock moving. Under 6 to go in the game. Ball at the Carl Junction 47. Receiver near side. Carlton will keep. And he moves past 1, 2, 3, 4 tacklers and keeps going. Gets another first down. That'll move him to the 38. So far in this half, it's been tough going through the middle, but this time Carlton found just enough of a crease and kept accelerating. And he gets a rotten spot. That's only 9 yards on the pickup, 2nd and 1, but I guess the advantage there, that's one more play. Down to 5 minutes to go in the game. Carl Junction trailing Carthage right now 35-28. Receiver out to the left. 2nd down and short. They give to Collins. He'll get the first down, cuts to the near side, has the first down and more, 30, and he's bumped down to the 26 of Carl. And some pushing and shoving afterwards. I could say something right now in lieu of what happened earlier this week, but I will refrain. But the sentence would say, I wonder why. And you can finish it yourself if you like. First down and 10 for Carthage at the 26-yard line. 8th play of the drive coming up, which started on their own 39. Henninger comes in motion, low snap. Carlton will pick it out and juke past, spins off a bunch of tacklers at the 20, and he'll move to the 17. So big first down pickups, and that's important right now as you're trying to eat the clock and maybe score again. Make those 2nd and 3rd down conversions as short as possible. Under 4 to go. Carthage got out to a 19-0 lead. It's been in danger on a couple of occasions. It was down to 5 at one point to 6. That was at the half. It's right now at 7. 2nd down, short 3. Carlton gets it, first down, 15. Goes past, zigzags 10, moves to the 5, and it's a 1st and goal from there. Saving the touchdown that time was Eli Zavala for Carl Junction. So it's 1st and goal at the 5 with 3:24 left to go in the game. Cooper Lillienkamp checks in, as does Ralston. Now Ralston came partway, comes back out to the huddle, and a flag. And that's going to cost Carthage some yardage, I believe. No, it's a sideline warning, which means nothing. You get a warning, and then the next one is a penalty. I don't know why. The linesman threw the flag over on the... He's over on the near side, and there was... That's kind of a strange rule anyway. It's kind of like your parents saying, don't do that again. well, it gives the kid free rein to do it again. First and goal at the 5. Give to Collins. Collins goes. Touchdown. At 2:39 remaining. His third touchdown of the night. And that makes a 2-score game with 2:39 remaining. So now Fuentes will be back for the single. And we have a injured Carl Junction player. He's about 2 yards into the end zone. So we'll have a break and check on him. Let's go ahead and take a 30-second break and come back. You're listening to Tiger Football Music Radio 93.5.
Whether it's in the game or in the classroom, Joe wants the best of our student athletes and the rest of the student body. Joe has always supported the Carthage Tigers and is proud to be part of the community. Joe Ryder of Edward Jones at 2142 South Garrison in Carthage says, "Go Tigers, go!" Member SIPC.
So the player is being helped to the sidelines, mostly on his own power, though, so that's good. And Fuentes will try to make it 42-28. Carlton gets a good hold on it. And for the second time tonight, this kick is blocked. So it's now 41-35. That's 3 missed extra points tonight. They've made up for 2 of them. And 2 of them have been blocked. One was just missed entirely. And on the drive, it was 61 yards in 10 plays, and that's what you like when you're trying to hold off an opponent at this juncture of the game, and you actually got the ball in, even though it's only a 6-point score. It forces Carl to have to score and then try to get the ball back, and 2:39 to work with on the clock. They do have their timeouts, so don't give them any big plays. Tuesday, softball here at home against Branson. And then next Friday night, it will be Neosho. That'll be at Bob Anderson Stadium. Recently renovated. It's been about 3 or 4 years now, I guess. They redid some things. Nice thing about it is it's a park and broadcast facility. You can drive in the back way, and you're right next to the press box door. So it'll be Fuentes to kick off, or pooch off. That's been pretty much the whole season so far. Now Carl's having trouble with personnel. Had to send one out, now get another one back in. They do have 11 on the field. They had 12 there for a moment. And Fuentes' kick, another high short one, taken at the 30 and dropped at the 29 as they tried to turn the corner and failing to do so is the old Carl Junction switcheroo on the numbers. I knew they'd do it before the night was over. Carl Junction has a history of not reporting the right numbers, and we have one that is not in the program. So name him Cargyle or something like that. Nonetheless, Carl Junction has the ball at the 27-yard line. 41-28 Carthage. Murray to throw. Throws it down the sideline out of bounds. I did a game in Carl Junction some years ago that they give you the programs, they give you the book. So I went down there probably 15 minutes before starting time, got all the starters down. The game starts, and there's 3 guys that not even on the sheet. So I'm using Smith, Jones, and Hammond, anything I could think of, till we got to the first break. And I said, what happened down here? Then the understatement of all understatements, they had a last-minute switch. Here's Murray to throw on second down. It is caught out in the flat near first down. Henninger runs out Jackson Wobkin on the catch. It's going to be enough for a first down. So from the 38-yard line, Carl Junction has a first down, 2:27 to go. Carthage up 41-27. Murray to throw, fires over the middle. It's caught for another first down. And trying to break tackles is Bentley Roden. He nearly did. It's in Carl Junction territory at the 48. And, of course, the clock will stop on every change to a first down. Receivers go out left, one to the right. Murray again throws. Flag on the play. Will this play actually get underway? It's going to be a catch to the 44-yard line, but will this play count? I think they're going to get illegal motion or illegal formation. If it's a false start, the play doesn't count. And I think that's going to be the case. It's going to be a penalty nonetheless against Carl, but they may get the play over. It's either a false start or illegal formation. They haven't specified yet. They haven't changed the down marker. They will repeat first down. So they were going to repeat it anyway, but that flag came out very early. Here's Murray to throw. Chase left. Throws out. It's going to be caught at the 28-yard line and knocked out of bounds. Pass complete to Tony Stewart. And Carl about to do something here quickly. They're down at the 26-yard line. Down to 1:47 to go. Carl has not used a timeout. They've done this by manipulating their field position and out-of-bounds plays. First down. Two receivers right and one to the left. Merrill back to throw. Wants to go to the end zone. It's going to be incomplete. I don't know why I've been calling him Murray, but it's Merrill. So the clock stops at 1:41 to go. And second down and 10 coming up. Ball's actually at the 24-yard line. So they gave him a couple of more yards on that catch. Two receivers right, Merrill again. Looking left, being chased, still chased, dumps it out. It's caught, 25, and they keep him in bounds. Catch made by Bentley Roden. But a stop there, I believe Cooper Lillienkamp got him down. Phillips was also near the play. And now Carl spins a timeout. 1:31 to go in the game. While they talk, we'll take a 30-second pause. You're listening to Tiger Football on Music Radio 93.5.
Truck repair with superior service and experience that can't be beat. Reeves Tire and Automotive is located at 2504 Grand Avenue and open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and 8 to noon on Saturdays. Get rolling with Reeves and get rolling with the Carthage Tigers. Go Big Blue.
1:31 to go in the game. 41-28 Carthage. Right now, a two-score game. Carl gets it in here. Anything could happen the rest of the way. They have two timeouts remaining. Here's Merrill to throw again. Looking right. Pumps, now wants to direct traffic, wants to throw, breaks the tackle, 20. Still going, he's inbounds, has a first down. He's at the 10-yard line. So 1:21 remaining, and now they spiked the ball. So it'll be second down coming up. It'll be the 9th play coming up. So they spike the ball at the 10, second down and goal from the 10. 41-28, Carthage. Carl Junction threatening. And receivers are left and right. Man goes in motion. Fake the reverse. Merrill wants to go himself, and he's going to be dropped for a loss. Back to the 14. Just keep that clock moving or make them spend the timeouts. And Carthage forces Carl Junction to spend a timeout. So we have 1:10 remaining in the game, and they're down to third down. And they lost yardage back to the 14. They're going to call it 15 on the board. So Carl with one timeout remaining, and if you got to make them use them, you might as well make them use them here because you'd like for them to use the next one up too, if they could, because then should they happen to score and somehow get an onside kick, that would leave them with no timeouts. Third down and 15. 1:10 remaining. Carthage up by 13 right now, 41-28. And Merrill to throw, rolling right. Still rolling, looking back left, still rolling, throws it for the end zone. It's going to be nearly intercepted. I think it would have been out of bounds anyway. So it's fourth down. And we're down to 1:02 remaining. Morgan almost had the pick, but I think he would have been out of bounds. Carl can get they got to get it all here. It was first and goal to start this series, and now Carl will have to spend their timeout. So they're out of timeouts. And with 1:02 remaining, we'll go ahead and slip into 32nd and come back. This is Tiger Football on Music Radio 93.5.
Carthage Water and Electric Plant encourages you to get out and support our Carthage Tigers.
Well, one wish came true. They had to spend their last time out. Carl Junction faced with a fourth and goal at the 15 of Carthage. 1:02 remaining. Carthage up 41-28. They put two receivers to the right and one to the near. Merrill to throw, looking over the middle, fires over the middle. It is incomplete. Intended out there for Bentley Roden. Nicely covered there by Cooper Lillienkamp, and that should win the game for Carthage. No timeouts left and 57 seconds left on the clock. So the defense holds. And they'll head into Neosho next week with a win under their belt. Sorry for the cliche there, but I try to go to a game without using one, but that one slipped, just like my belt. So they put a safety back at the 3-yard line. And both running backs will protect Carlton on the snap, and that'll be a kneel. They'll have to do it one more time, I think. So Carthage keeps Carl Junction just far enough away. And they'll win this one by a score of 41-28. Here's the last snap, and that'll do it. Tigers win at home by a score of 41-28. We'll take a 2-minute break and come back. You're listening to Tiger Football on Music Radio 93.5.
An injury that you think might be significant, go ahead and just report it on the first day. Ask to fill out an incident report. That way you're covered. And I think most employers even want you to report an injury that day or, right away if it is at all significant. If you have an issue, don't be afraid to report it.
Let Morrison, Webster, and Carlton advocate for your recovery. Call 781-5690. The choice of an attorney is an important decision and should not be based solely on advertisements.
Get ready, Carthage. G3 Family Entertainment is coming this fall. Grab your family and friends and come experience the fun. G3 Family Entertainment features a 24-lane bowling alley, an exciting indoor playground for kids 2 to 12, a ninja tag arena, and a restaurant. Located behind Lowe's right here in Carthage. For updates and more information, please follow G3 Family Entertainment on Facebook. G3 Family Entertainment is a proud supporter of our Carthage Tiger student athletes, and they can't wait for the fun to start.
Let Community National Bank and Trust be the co-captain of your team at home. As a proud sponsor of the Carthage Tiger broadcasts and a solid member of our community, Community National Bank and Trust can be counted on to provide you top-notch service. As a conservative and solid bank, they offer competitive loan rates and checking and saving accounts geared to reward you. Community National Bank and Trust is there to be a reliable teammate for you and your family. The local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to serve you. Community National Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Just as an athletic team relies on teamwork to reach its goals, a business depends on its staff to complement each other's strengths and function as a team to achieve its goals. The certified public accounting firm of Schmidt Associates wants to be a member of your team and help you reach your financial goals. Their small business accounting, payroll, and advisory services could help ensure your financial success. Call Schmidt Associates at 358-6090. Schmidt Associates, more than checks and balances.
18-0 first quarter lead, but Carl Junction came back with 21 in the second quarter. Carthage got a touchdown mixed in there to keep the lead at half at 27-21. And then Carthage scored the only touchdown of the third quarter to make it a two-score game. Carl Junction scored at 8:15 to go in the game to bring it back within 35-28, but a great 61-yard, 10-play drive capped off by Collins at 2:39. Missed extra point, but made it a two-score game. Carthage held them on defense on a couple of incompletions on third and fourth down. Also a sack mixed in there after Carl had the ball at first and goal at the 10, and still plenty of time to work with. They had to use up their timeouts, and after that final fourth down incompletion, Carthage had two kneels and get their first win of the year, and win it by a score of 41-28. Well, you one more break. We'll take a 2-minute pause and come back and review the scoring. This is Tiger Football Music Radio 93.5.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agent Jerry Poston at 1601 South Garrison in Carthage can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, Agent Jerry Poston can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. When your life and goals change, Agent Jerry Poston will be there to help you adjust your insurance game plan with a free family insurance checkup. So, for all of your insurance needs, call on a winner. State Farm Agent Jerry Poston at 1601 South Garrison or call 417-358-5052.
The telling someone you love them with McDonald's deal is as rare as it is special, since it's best shown by giving up the last bite, because a gesture like that is a true act of selflessness.
The hot and spicy McChicken sandwich is back, and when you buy one, you can mix and match another, a cheeseburger or a regular McChicken for just $1 on McDonald's D123 menu. Limited time offer. Price participation may vary. Cannot combine with any other offer or combo meal.
Your Carthage McDonald's restaurants, owned by the Marshall Rice family, a proud supporter of the Carthage Tigers.
The law firm of Webster & Carlton knows that it takes more than athletes to make a great team. From the coaches and teachers to parents and extended family, it takes the entire community to support our student athletes and make the Carthage Tigers a success. Webster & Carlton is a proud sponsor of this Carthage Tigers sports broadcast, and they salute everyone who are cheering for our Tigers. The law firm of Webster & Carlton, offices in Joplin, 417-781-5690. Go Tigers and go Big Blue!
Local dentists Mark Westhoff and Carthage alumnus Katrina Wickland of Carthage Dental Associates cheer on our Carthage Tigers. They know that setting goals and working hard toward them are keys to every successful life, and they wish the Carthage student body and athletes the best of luck in the game and in the classroom. Carthage Dental Associates have been providing preventive and restorative general dentistry for you and your families for the last 20-plus years, and they're proud to be a part of the community and are grateful to be part of this Carthage Tiger broadcast. Go Tigers! Go Big Blue!
9:58 after the opening kickoff, Carl Junction kicked to Carthage and 5 plays, 72 yards. Carlton a 6-yard run. Foyne has added the extra point, made it 7-0. Carl Junction then went 3 and out. Carthage got the ball back for the second time, scored 89 yards, 6 plays, and that was set up on a big run to the other end of the field by Hedinger on an end around. He nearly broke it for would have been a 89-yard touchdown run. Actually, it would have been more than that because there was a half the distance holding penalty, so the ball was actually at the 6. He returned it down to around the 20. Carthage needed all 4 of the next plays to get it just a first down. And then on the first play on the next series, Collins put it in from 5, missed the extra point, made it 13-0. And then Carl Junction ended up doing another punt, and at 55 seconds to go in the quarter, Collins scored from 12, 52 yards, 5 plays. Another conversion failed, made it 19-0. But Carl Junction came back with 10:02 in the second quarter. Merrill, the quarterback, a 31-yard run, 70 yards and 7 plays. And that made it 19-7. And they scored again at 6:56. 93-yard pass after a great punt by Carlton backed him up to the 7-yard line, but it was a one-play, 93-yard pass play to Stewart, made it 19-14. And then at 4:45, Carthage scored. Carlton a 2-yard run. That was 65 yards, 6 plays. He got a 2-point conversion to make it 27-14. And then at 3:29, Carl Junction scored again. Stewart a 17-yard run, extra point good, 71 yards, 6 plays. And a 27-21 halftime score, Carthage up top. Both teams exchanged punts to start the third quarter, but then Carthage got a nice drive going, 6 plays, 45 yards. Murray on a 4th down pass play made a catch. That made the score a 2-score game at 35-21 as Carlton got a 2-point conversion. And then in the fourth at 8:15, the final score for Carl Junction came a 22-yard pass to Mills, 74 yards, 10 plays. That drew it back to a 7-point game. But the drive of the night, Collins finished it off, 10 plays, 61 yards, missed the conversion, but a 2-score game with 2:39 to go was the difference, and Carthage wins it 41-28. Those Inside the Numbers brought to you by Jeff Hodkin, American Family. Hear from him back in 30. Tiger Football, Music Radio 93.5.
Hey, Tiger fans, this is Jeff Hodkin at American Family Insurance, 800 South Garrison Avenue here in Carthage. Stop by my office or call 359-3399 to see how we can help you with your insurance needs. Wishing all students and faculty a safe and healthy year. Go Tigers.
Before we go, we'll run over some scores. We have Willard 25-20, third quarter against Ozark. Nixa taking care of Branson tonight, 41-3. I think they got mad after almost losing last week. And Republic took care of Neosho handily. They had a 35-point second quarter, went on to win it 56-21. Webb City beats Joplin 38-21. That was tied early, but Webb City got 21 for fourth quarter points to blow it open. And then we'll look down through some of the others. Marshfield's rallied against Monette, 14-13 there. Logan Rogersville has caught Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon state ranked. Well, as soon as I say that, the score updates itself, and Mount Vernon's up now 21-14. And go ahead and check this final score. Seneca 28, Lamar 14. So both state-ranked teams met up tonight, and another game of interest. Nevada, they're looking good this year, 34-7, with relative ease over Mack County. And look over some of the other scores. See, Diamond won tonight, beat Miller 26-7. Ashgrove won against Pierce City. Marionville keeps their unbeaten string alive. They beat Central 35-6. Sarcoxy came back and beat Stockton 24-22. College Heights down against Liberal 46-34. Check the Jasper score and we'll kill it there. Final score, Drexel 58, Jasper 12. So that's a look at the scores, and we'll come back with our Midwest Ag and Wilkinson Pharmacy play the game in 1 minute. This is Tiger Football Music Radio 93.5.
At Grace Lanes, just east of the Carthage Square, wish the Carthage Tigers a successful year, not only in athletics, but also in the classroom. They look forward to our young students achieving their goals and the promises of tomorrow. Grace Lanes is proud to be a part of the Carthage Tiger broadcast, and they remind you about bowling leagues on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday evenings and Saturday mornings. Or stop by for an ice cream and a smoke-free bowling experience Monday through Saturday. For more information, go to gracelanes.com. Go Tigers!
Wilkinson Pharmacy is a proud supporter of the Carthage Tigers and tonight's play of the game. It takes hard work, good practice habits, and dedication to succeed in sports and in life. And everyone at Wilkinson Pharmacy is proud of our Carthage Tigers for all their efforts on and off the field. Wilkinson Pharmacy and their knowledgeable staff work hard to bring you the best possible products and services every day. So go see them for all your pharmacy needs. Located at 2017 South Garrison, or give them a call at 358-4840. Wilkinson Pharmacy says, go Big Blue.
Our Midwest Ag and Wilkinson Pharmacy play the game came at 1:50 of the third quarter when Carthage was driving, got down to a fourth down. A penalty marked them back 5 more yards, so it was looking increasingly, impossible to score, but they went for it on fourth down. They got turned away on a fourth down earlier in the game, but this time they went fourth down, and Murray broke open one-on-one against a Carl Junction defender. And the Carl Junction defender didn't see the ball coming, and the ball floated right to Murray as he fell backwards into the end zone. That made it 35-21. It made it a 2-score game, and pretty much what Carthage needed to have the cushion. Carl Junction drew it back to within 7, but then a big 10-play, 61-yard rally at 2:39 made it 41-35 for the final margin, and it goes to the Tigers. We'll have softball for you on Tuesday at 4:30. Branson taking on Carthage, and then we'll be on the road at Anderson Stadium in Neosho next week as they take on the Wildcats. They got pummeled tonight by Republic, and we'll have that broadcast for you at around 6:45 down in the Newton County seats. And sort of my second hometown. We won't go into all those stories, but that's where most of my relatives were from back when I was growing up. So kind of a reunion down there, so I don't get too riled up about guys down there because I could be talking about a distant cousin if I get mad at them, so don't want to do that over the air. Our final score here tonight, Carthage 41 and Carl Junction 28. Thanks to Ron at the studio and Caleb here running the cameras. We'll talk to you Tuesday from softball over at Fair Acres as Branson comes to town at 4:30. Again, good night here from Hafner Stadium.
Thank you for joining us for Carthage Tiger Football on KDMO and the Carthage Tiger Sports Network. And now to thank our proud sponsors.
We thank Dick Insurance, Bob Brown of American Family Insurance, Boomer's Barbecue, Carthage Area McDonald's, Carthage Dental Associates, Carthage Water and Electric, Community National Bank and Trust, Dr. Manzer, Fair Acres YMCA, First American Title Company. We also thank G3 Family Entertainment, S Brothers Bicycle and Hunter Team of Pro 100, J Builders, Jadwin Insurance, Jerry Poston of State Farm Insurance, Joe Ryder of Edward Jones Investments, Nell Mortuary, Lauren DeBeauty and Adam Bridges of Farm Bureau Insurance, MSSU, Old Missouri Bank, Ott's Food Products, Peachtree Dental. Also, Pearson Kelly, Reeves Tire, Schmidt CPAs and Advisors, Sirloin Stockade, Stephen McKay of Shelter Insurance, the law firm of Webster & Carlton, Tony Kennard of Wells Fargo Investments, Tony Williams of State Farm Insurance, Turf Tamers, Whistler's Hamburgers and Daylight Donuts, Wood Ford and Wood Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, and Zyder Tax Services, Probert Auto Body, Wilkinson Pharmacy, and Midwest Ag Supply.
Thanks for listening to Tiger Football on KDMO and the Carthage Tiger Sports Network. We'll see you next time.